Alright, the ad break is over. It's time to get started. Hello, it is Shino the Penguin. Welcome to another stream. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been, oh man, today has been a very lazy day. This is the first time is this the first time I've spoken today? No, it's not. This is the second time I've spoken today. The first time was to the boba person being like, thank you, and have a nice day. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. As you can probably tell, am having a lazy Saturday. It's been very lazy, but I think it's something that is very needed. Hey Rays, welcome, welcome. Lurking as always, I see how it is. But yeah, we'll be doing some Umamusumers. We're gonna play the horse girls. That's a really terrible way of putting it. We're gonna be doing some training runs. We're gonna be doing some preparations for the next competition. Try and get ourselves a Group A win in these champions meeting. We have some time, but I figure better start early than late, so... And there's nothing really else to really do. I mean, on the English side, the event just ended, and I hate track lasers still, so it's still happening, so we're just rolling with it and waiting until it's over. So, with that being said, I paused the music, and you know what that means, we're going right into the game. And there she is, Fuji Kiseki. Okay, so if you saw the thumbnail of the stream that I made, you know I've already kind of confirmed the characters that I want to bring into this CM. Actually, before we even get into that, let me run through real quick a tier list that I saw of the characters for this Champions meeting. So let me just bring that. There's Oguri. Hungry as always. PC desktop. Okay. So we got ourselves... Okay, and let me zoom in here. Oh, it changed. What the... Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. It changed. Wait, no, this is the wrong tier list. Okay, that scared me for a second. I was like, what the hell? It changed. I was gonna be like, brother, that's different. Okay, yeah, there we go. I was like, whoa. That's not right. Okay, here's our tier list. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, now you can see it. So yeah, you got us, you got the state, of course, Almond Dye is S. I love how it has it to the point where it's like SS plus. It's like SS plus SSS, and then you got the other characters here. At the top here, we got Almond Dye, we got good old Aruvu. We got Still in Love, we got Love's Only, we got the Love combination, we got Pisa, and then we got some of the other kind of standards. We got Jungle Bucket, of course, there's Chronogenesis, Orphe, Gentle Dawn, a new version, Buena Vista, Stego, and all. So, of course, you can probably, well, not of course, but as you can see, Almond Eye, I think, is the top of the top. And sorry, hold on one second, I got a cough. Uh-oh. Okay. Hopefully that isn't too bad. Still a little bit of an itch in my throat. Almond Eye is still the top, but I think that's boring, and I think that's stupid, and everybody and their mother is going to bring in Almond Eye. So what I'm going to do, because I think it's funny, is I'm going to do Still in Love and Admire Groove. Because if you don't know, they're both rivals to each other, competed in the same generation. This one cucked this one of any Triple Tiara race, but at least this one got the last laugh with some of the other races that they had after the career. So I'll be bringing these two, and then the third character I'm bringing is not even in this tier list, but I'm going to be bringing her anyway, because the racetrack for this course is none other than, and if I scroll down you can see, it's none other than Tokyo. At least I think that's what that translates to, right? Tokyo? Yeah, that's Tokyo. Tokyo 2400 meter, and if you know Tokyo, you know that Ines Fujin original costume is a Tokyo merchant. So even though she's not on this tier list, I'm going to be bringing her, and even though there's not really very much recommended sort of frontrunners, like the only frontrunners that you see that are recommended are all Great Escape, Runaway, whatever you want to call that strategy, Onige. But I say fuck it, let's bring Ines, we'll bring in Ines, and then we'll have two late surgers, betweeners, whatever you want to call them. I also noticed something really funny is that Special Week original version is now up here, and the only reason why that is because if you don't know, the game JP recently updated has been slowly rolling out level 6 and level 7 for characters. So it's only for special week. Actually, I shouldn't say it's only special week. They just released Tokai Teo with the level 6 and level 7 as well. So those are evolve skills. So, and I think if you even scroll down here, this website also highlights the fact that Special Week is in Tier S, and talks about the level 7 there, and also the Sharp, Sharp, Fast Learner, whatever you want to call it, events also is pretty much guaranteed. Level 6 is not really as good. Now, granted, getting to level 6 and level 7 requires a lot of new resources that have been really tough to get. But I do have Special Week at level 7. I do have Spe at level 7, so that is a possibility. And if you actually, hold on, let me even pull up my, let me pull up the, do I have it? I think I have it somewhere. Yeah, I have it. The thumbnail I made, you got Ines, you got Still, you got Aduvu, and then you got Special Week just in the corner a little there, little old Spica. I don't love that nickname, but it is little Spica over there. So I will, I think that's the plan. So we'll get with that. And the other good news about that is if I actually go back to the website here, is that it actually recommends, and if I scroll down, is that well, first of all, this is whatever, but like the recommended skill cards or support cards are actually cards I have. I have this Air Groove, I have Almond Eye, I have this one, I have this one, I have this one. I do not have this one, but I mean, you don't have to have all of them. You can just borrow them. So it's actually pretty feasible for me to have to actually get a pretty good character, at least on the late surger side. On the front runner side, it is also gonna be fine, because if we scroll down, you see that the new Tap Dance City card is also highly recommended. Unfortunately for me, I do have full limit broken copy of Tap Dance City, so this is also actually very feasible. So this actually might be a very good opportunity for me to be able to get competitive Umas for the CM. So that's why we're really trying to push for this preparation here. So with that being said, enough talking on my end. Let's actually get into the preparation stages, shall we? Let's actually start training. Also, today is the last day of the month, technically, in Japan. I don't know why I pronounce it like that. Today's technically the last day in Japan, so I over the last few days, I've just been grinding fan runs. I am pretty much close to getting my fan quota at this point, but I'm saving like the last, I guess, less than 1 million or so. I don't know how many runs I'm going to do in this stream. It's probably not going to be that much, but like even if I get like 1 million, I only need like less than 1 million before I hit my fan quota. So hopefully I should be able to do that here. If I don't, I can just do another one off stream and we should be good to go. So let's and yes, I've been grinding Ines Fujin fan runs. Actually, if I even show here and this is not all of them. I think I had like probably 15 more that I just deleted. Which, speaking of which, let me get rid of those real quick. Good old fan runs. Each count for like around 900k to 1 million. So, alright. I think we'll start with let's start with one of the Tiara girls. So either this one or where is she? She's a little higher. No, I think I passed her. But there she is. Or this one. I never noticed, actually, looking at her stats now. Hold on. Looking at her stats now, she has a C rating in short, which is actually kind of funny. Never noticed that before. Anyway, I already preloaded all 3 characters with all the things, so we got these. We're good to go here. And then I already preloaded with the necessary support cards, so I think that's this one. That's this one. Okay, Gucci. Let's do it. Look at that, almost all fully limit broken. That's what we love to see. Oh yeah. Yeah, this might honestly also be kind of a shorter stream. I know I didn't really... okay, still, back to still. Is this really... Wait, this is the first time I've done a Still in Love run in this scenario. I never realized that. I guess, yeah. I guess that makes sense. Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate, though. I don't think we'll be able... we're not gonna see the horror story with her with the screen slowly turning red and then everything being all distorted and stuff. I kind of like that from her scenario, but we won't be. I don't think we'll be able to see that here, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to deal with the normal "Still in Love," I guess. Tisk tisk. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. Okay, that's my Ines plan. Okay, turn off the Ines plan. There we go. Okay, let's do it. But yeah, I think this is probably gonna be a shorter stream. I thought I was fine, but I'm really, my throat is not feeling the best already, and so maybe I might take off tomorrow. Honestly, unfortunately. Oh goodness. Yeah, I think it's probably better for me just to make sure that I don't like aggravate anything in terms of like throat stuff. Want to keep my throat goat title and all that. Not that I even had that in the first place, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But depending on how well this stream goes, I guess we will see how up for it I am tomorrow. I really do want to stream tomorrow, but like if it comes down to like like you can tell like my throat ain't feeling great, so I might have to cut this a bit shorter. Unfortunately, this might end up being only like 2-3 hours, which means I might only be able to do one run for each character, unfortunately. But it is what it is. If that is the case, then you know it is what it has to happen sometimes, unfortunately. So let's do it. I did it. Oh, great. Oh, speaking of which, I was doing a run yesterday. You probably, if you noticed the characters I was training, or my veteran Umas, I guess, you noticed that I had an Aruvu that I just trained yesterday. I actually got the date event literally the first turn that she showed up. Like, literally the first turn that, and I think that's, like, literally the first turn of the entire run. Like, after I activated or whatever, Casino Drive, I immediately got this event, and I had to say that is by far the quickest I've gotten her. Like, even just getting her in before pre-debut is already pretty good in my mind, honestly. Like, getting her, like, that quick was, like, honestly, damn. I was like, holy shit, okay, that's a good start, I guess. Unfortunately, the run didn't really go that great. It was alright. Unfortunately, I didn't get S medium, which is really honestly 100% required, so that's already kind of a SOL, but for a first run it was actually pretty good, so I'm kind of, like I said, I'm optimistic with the cards that I have that I should be able to get at least something good here. Hey Gabe, what's up? How you doing? What's your CM team? I'm thinking just for the memes, I'm thinking Still in Love, I'm thinking Aruvu, and then I'm thinking Ines, because Tokyo. So I know she's not very feasible, and also the fact that, like, frontrunners are not really recommended for this CM, but also I'm like, fuck it, you know, why not? Let's do it. Let's go balls to the walls. So I have my deck ready, my deck's all ready to go. And we'll just see how the trainings play out over the next few weeks. What do I want to do here? I should probably want that, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get the, the distorted screen here with this version, unfortunately. It is what it is. That's okay. Alright. I'm running back my last team of Shuval, Vergina, and Gentle, except this time I'm using Wedding Gentle Donna, which is absolutely fair, because when I saw in the tier list that she's actually pretty feasible, so that makes sense. I'm really curious how many people are going to bring Almond Eye. Although from what I saw, Almond Eye and the Aruvu are kind of in sort of that same tier of SS plus, or whatever, the top tier, so I'm kind of hoping that it's not going to be just like all Almond Eye, and there might be some more variations and stuff. So I guess we'll just have to see about that. Actually, I don't want to use the new and improved potential level 7 Teo. That is a good question. I did notice that the potential or level 7 Spe is actually pretty high on the tier list. It was like S tier, so. Which, granted, the tier list now is like SS plus SS. It's a weird tier list, but it is feasible, so like I'm thinking of maybe using Spe also, and using her as a third character instead of Ines, but we'll have to see how the trainings play out, if I can get a good Ines out of all of it. We will just have to, time will tell. But I didn't see Teo as an option, but then again, I guess that might be too early to say. I would assume... I mean, I don't know anything, but like I would assume it would probably be a good option, but it's too early to say really. Also, I don't even have enough resources to get her to level 6. Like I spent all my resources on Spe, so like I don't even have enough ribbons. What is this one? This one is this one, okay. You. I'm still afraid of Chronogenesis. Ah yes, the PTSD of Chronogenesis and all the people that ran her during those CMs. I saw that Chronogenesis was not as high as some of the other characters. She was kind of in that general like tier list of like characters like Orphe and like the Wedding Gentle Donna and all that, so I don't think she's like top tier list, but like she is still a candidate, so I'm sure there's probably gonna be people who bring her. But it didn't really seem like she was that strong. Ooh, spicy boys. Let's do it. If I failed that, I would have been very sad. A 1% chance. It's still a chance. But it could have happened. I don't like any of these options. It's time for a date event. This makes me realize that it's been a while since I've trained still. What is this? Oh, is this the choice? This is the same choice? No, it is not. Oh, good lord. What do I want here? Do I want to be greedy? Nah, we'll go top option here. Okay. I was like, do I want to be greedy and take the bottom option? Ah, that was good. I don't want to test my luck just yet. There we go. Look at all those. Look at those friends walking away. Also, this upcoming CM is Japanese Derby. Yep, it's Tokyo 2400 meters. So that's a good reason why bringing Ines is because she is Tokyo. She is not specialized for Tokyo, but she's very good in Tokyo, so I am very motivated to bring her, because she might have some aptitudes there. But I also am kind of cognizant of the fact that there's like the only frontrunners that I really recommended are all just like like the Katsuragi Ace, Twin Turbo, like the Great Escape, kind of the dual strategies, so I don't know if it's the best option to bring Ines, but also, like I said, screw it, screw the meta, let's bring the favorite character, especially since it's Tokyo, why not? But I'll probably test her out in a few room matches and see how bad it might get, but I think it might be fine if I'm going to be bringing in two late surgers anyway, so I don't really see the hugest issue. Maybe I might be helping the Almondeyes, but I think most of the Almondeyes are there and assuming the fact that they might be the like kind of de facto front runners, especially since nobody's probably going to be actually bringing a front runner, so maybe by bringing a front runner I actually ruin that kind of perception, and then, you know, it's like a reverse psychology sort of thing. Who knows? That means Rose Kingdom or Rulership might be the next new Uma. I mean, if history goes to show with the characters that coming out in around the times of their kind of well-known races or whatever, I can see that. That would be, if it's Rulership, that would be, ooh, that would be tempting. I mean, I have been saving up quite a bit of gems or jewels, carrots. So I don't have enough to spark, but I do have quite a bit, so if I get lucky, maybe I might be able to, but that's a big if, and I don't know if I want to test my luck with that either. I need to do a date event, or sorry, not a date event, a dreams training. Oh man, I can't do what I want to do, which is this. Well, in that case, let me catch up the stamina here, because the stamina ain't looking great. No, you need to rest. You need to rest 5 energy. That 5 energy is going to make all the difference. Hanshin. Well, at least in this scenario, she's not going to go full crazy. And same with me, I'm not going to go full crazy. Me, the trainer of Still in Love, is not going to see red and be all like, oh, me, I'm going crazy. At least that's not the case here. Or maybe it is, you know, who knows. That would actually be kind of funny if it is, but I highly doubt it. Okay. I hope I get lucky again, because that multi I did for Wedding Gentle was the only multi I had. Really, that's surprising. I actually was kind of... I probably should have asked yesterday, like, how many pulls it took for you to get that. But if that was literally just that one pull, that is super lucky. Damn. I think I've only had that happen, like, one other time, once, where it's like, I did, like, the 110 pull, and then, like, I immediately got the character. I think that... Was that Lucky Lilac? It was, like... It might have been once or twice, but that did happen where it's like the first 10 pull I did, I got the character, and I was like, ho ho ho, there goes my luck for the year. And then on contrast, there's times like Ines on the English version where I had to use all 200 pulls, and it's like, well, that sounds about right. It all balances out in the end. That's how statistics works. Can confirm. As a qualified statistician, statistician, whatever you want to call it. I know how that works. Sample size of 2 is big enough, right? That's how that works. Okay, ooh, that's pretty spicy. I guess I should also... Maybe, hold on, do I still have... Oh, I still do have it. Nice, there we go. Yeah, see, okay. Let me... Here. Oh, shoot. How do I edit this again? I have to go to properties for this. That's so annoying. Do I? No, I don't. Yes, I do. Wait, do I? How do I edit you again? How do I edit this? Hello? I would like to edit you, please. I would like to edit the text box. It is properties. What the hell? Okay, what I actually want is S medium. And that is incorrect, because now what we actually want is 1600, 1600, 1200, 2100. All the skills. Okay, so that is... No, let's... Hold on. I guess that's good enough, sure. But that's the requirements that we're looking for here. In order, pretty much. Gotta get S medium. Ideally, we want, I think, like, max speed, but, like, 2100 is pretty much in that vicinity anyway, so... And then, yeah, skills. We need the skills. The skills are the differentiator in this stage of the game. In the JP life cycle. We need all the skills that we can get. And conversely, we need all the skill points we can get. Yes, training. Or not trading, date event. Okay, ooh, I don't, wait, hold on, that's not too bad. It is funny using the Adavu support card for Still. Always funny when you have the, like your rival as a support card. I'm trying to think of another good example of that, but there's examples, there's like recent examples of that where it's like, I think I'm like, I'm drawing a blank, but yeah. I guess like maybe like using Almond Eye's like speed card with Lucky Lilac. That's kind of might be an example there. It's like, ah yes, I am helping. I mean, that kind of is the case like in the story, right? It's like they are rivals, but they do kind of have that friendship. They hang out with each other in a way, sort of thing. Oh, please give me an S. S distance. Nope. Okay. Cool. I love it. Alright, let's hope that happens in the next inheritance, otherwise we're another SOL run on this. I mean, I don't have max aptitudes for medium. That's only because my the Stego that I have doesn't have like 9 stars in medium. But like I feel like there should still be it should still be like good enough, right? Because I think I have like at least, hold on, no, not you, this one. Because, like, at least with the Stego here, I do have, like... Yeah, I mean, there's Turf here, but then I think one of them should have medium aptitude, I hope. Yeah, see? Medium aptitude. And then the other card I have is the one I borrowed, which has medium aptitudes, medium 9-star factors, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like I should have enough to at least get one of them to activate. But I guess that's really... Maybe that's pushing my luck. I don't know. I don't know, man. This game sometimes, with its RNG, it's not just the gacha. This whole game, the gameplay is just RNG gacha life. That's what we signed up for, I guess. Let me think here. I do that. I kind of have to do this. Oh wait, hold on. So if I do this, then I should be able to get 455. The only issue that I'm seeing right now is if I do that, I'm not going to have very much energy for the summer training. So I think what I'm going to do instead is that I'm going to use my date event, which may not be the best idea because that only leaves me with 2 more for the rest of the career. But I think that might be fine. I think I might be able to make do with that. Let's race the Oaks. Speaking of the Oaks, I mean, the Oaks already happened. The Oaks happened like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So, rip the triple tiara, but you know what, that's okay. But also, looking forward to the Nippon Derby. The Japanese Derby's happening tonight, so I might actually watch that. Get to see if Love Chen gets to continue his path towards a potential triple crown. We'll see. Always fun to see real Uma history being made in real time. It's kind of the fun thing about that. But we will have to see. I mean, there's that. There's also Croix de Noir with the triple spring crown, triple senior crown, whatever, the spring crown. So, because yeah, they confirmed that he's going to be racing in the hold on. Yeah, he's racing in the Takadazuka Kinen, so, which is good because if he didn't, that would have been just really underwhelming. It's like, okay, well, there goes that, I guess. But we'll see how that does. Let's see how the horsies do. The racing horsies. Oh man, I should have probably taken the probably should have taken that earlier. Oh well, that's fine. I can always catch up those stats later once I get better SP gains. Because it's always the skill point gains that are just like before 455 is always just kind of like, it's always way better with the double speed over everything else. 17 DPs. Okay, we're in good pace right now, at least. To get... Well, yeah, that's definitely 455, so we're good there. Now, can we get 858? Which is the dream. The ideal dream, but not necessarily one I'm really going to go on my way for. Okay, ooh, spicy beans. We'll take some spicy beans. Look at those two. I do love the contrast between Still and Aruvu, because, you know, on the one hand you got not even just like I'm talking more like character design, because you got Aruvu with who's taller and she has like the bigger ears and the bigger, you know, versus Still who has like the small ears. It's like, you know, you got what is that one meme with like the range in ears you have on the one end of the spectrum? You have like Haru Urara, who has like the shortest ears. And then on the other hand, you have Rice Shower, who's like, I can hear everything. It's I I'm sure I don't know who on the cast officially has the longest ears. I feel like there has been unofficial calculations done in terms of like comparisons to height and like kind of ratios and stuff, and be like, okay, this character has long ears. Because if we're talking like potential, I mean honestly, Arubu is one that has potential long ears, but also like Kopano Riki, the other Admire Vega, Ayabe, Zeno Roproy, kind of, and yeah, obviously Rice Shower is another big candidate. But that does lead to an interesting thought experiment. It's like, who has the longest ears in the cast? And then conversely, who has the shortest ears? Because I know there are definitely characters that have like the stubs for ears. Like obviously, like, you know, you got this one here. I'm also thinking like Special Week also has pretty short ears, honestly. And then who else? There were other Gimlet. Gimlet, I don't know why, is like one I remember having like some really short ears. But it is kind of funny seeing the range and sizes for all of the characters. Because you have Ines also, who's kind of on the longer range as well. And yeah, look at that. You got Espo, who's also kind of short. I don't need energy. Okay. I don't like any of these options, really. I mean, I guess I can go for this one, maybe. Surprisingly, Ebayan's not really, or Ebayan Yonko's not ahead of everybody else here. I don't think, no, I was like, do I do a date event? I'm like, that's kind of a waste. I kind of actually want to usually say 2 date events for the end of the year, which I know is kind of extra. But I feel like that's better than just like having only 1 for that entire duration, which I feel like is a little bit more limiting. Oh man, that's so, I mean, on the one hand, I kind of want to catch up on the stamina, but like, gotta do that. Gotta do that for the double friendships. Okay. But yeah, anyway, like I said earlier in the stream, I have not really been doing much today. I think that's on purpose. I figured with all the shit that's been going on in the last week plus, that I really just need some time to just do nothing. Honestly, just lay down, have YouTube on the background, grind out some Umamusume, and just not even think about anything. It does feel, in the back of my mind, I do feel a little bad because I'm like, oh, I'm just not doing anything. But I think it really comes down to, you just gotta put yourself in that mindset that not doing anything doesn't mean you're wasting your time. It means that it's that work mentality, right? It's like, I don't know if it's a common thing, but like it is kind of a thing for people where it's like, it's drilled down in you that if you're not doing anything, you're wasting your time. You gotta keep working and keep, you know, that grind set or whatever. And it's like, you don't really, like, you gotta take breaks every once in a while. Just because you're not doing anything with your time doesn't mean it's wasted, you know? Sometimes it's nice to just, like, take a break, get to a mental refresh sort of thing. So, you just gotta approach it with that mindset, rather than the mindset of, oh, I gotta do something with this time. I gotta make this time productive or whatever. And it's like, it's like, you just relax a little, you know? Not everything has to be the for something, basically. You can I mean, not that you know you want to wait, not that you want to spend all of your days like that, but like, you don't really need to have that mindset of grinding out for everything for a specific purpose. It can just be for like, hey, yeah, I just want to take it easy, you know, just mentally refresh and then approach the upcoming week with a fresh attitude. At least that's what I'm hoping for, so we'll see how that goes out. Stamina. Definitely need stamina. Okay, what am I doing? I definitely need to do this. Still need to catch up on the stamina. I hardly know her, so I will continue with that route. Also, see, you can see here, it's like the benefit of this, like the 2 speed versus the everything else, is not even that big. It's only like 20, which is that's negligible, so like that's why it's good to save. It's good to do the double speeds early on before you get 455, and then once you do that, then you have then the SP gain differentiation, or whatever you want to call it. The SP gain difference is not as noticeable, so then that's when you can start catching up with the other stats. And that's how you succeed in this scenario, which has a limited lifespan, I realize, because the ramen scenario is about to come soon. I don't know how soon. Did they announce when the ramen scenario is coming out? I don't think so, right? So that's TBD, but I guess I'm guessing that's within the next at least few weeks or so. They might have. I didn't pay too much attention to that. What is this? Okay, I will take the guts, I guess. I don't really need energy right now. And I'll absolutely try and take as much guts as I can to get as close to the, as close to 1200, which is, ideal, but again, I think with the 1200 I have up there, it's not as required, per se. Okay. Guts. Especially since I'm not really too worried about saving energy, because I have two data events left. Ooh, spicy decision. Spicy meatballs. Let's do this one. They might release it after the 7th event, because that last time in the 6th event they sang the full scenario song before it came out. That would make sense, especially since I can see how they would, how you know, the precedent is there for sure, and then also definitely want to kind of build the hype of, oh, here's the new song, let's perform it live. You don't know what this is, it's a new song. That has happened before. I mean, not even just Uma. I'm just talking like because I think the music festival that I went to, this was like a few weeks ago that I talked about before, the one with Ado and Atarashi Gakko and Chanmina and all these other like Japanese artists, Man with a Mission. Atarashi Gakko, I think, performed one of their new songs, like ones that just came out, or maybe it didn't even come out yet. It was that new, so. I'm sure artists do that, or like, you know, the music people do that, where it's like, oh, here's this new song that hasn't even come out yet, let's perform it right now. So I can definitely see that happening. They might do the new Uma announcement in the 7th event. I hope so, considering there's only so many Umas that aren't even trainable. There's only like 11 non-trainable Umas. They desperately need to expand the roster. It's looking pretty slim pickings in terms of new characters. That aren't trainable yet. So I can definitely, if I was a betting man, which, you know, playing this game, you would assume I might be, but I'm not that much of a gambler. I only gamble in gacha games, thank God. But if I was a gambling man, I would definitely bet that they would announce. I don't know if it's going to be a couple or like one. I would hope they'd announce a couple of Umas, just so they can expand the roster a little bit more. Contrail? No, they'll probably announce Contrail like 7th, or not 7th, 5.5th anniversary, kind of, and then it'd be, you know, it's the whole copium of let's announce Contrail and release Daring Tact, you know, that kind of thing, blah blah blah. But yeah, if I was a betting man, I would say there's a strong possibility that they'd release new Umas. And that's exciting, because I'm always down for new characters. You can never have too many Umamusume. There's like 140 something at this point, but I'm always down to learn about more Keiba life. Okay, this is it, make or break. If I don't get it here, it's Jover. Please, pink skill, pink. Pink? Fuck. Wait, there's... it hurts. It hurts me. This is actually kind of not that bad of a run. Oh, it hurts me inside. It's okay. It happens. It's still early. If I somehow... There's no way I was able to get something this early. But, like, also, still, that hurts. That hurts me deep inside. Speaking of things that hurt me deep inside, what is this? I don't love this either. Middleman's bounce. I don't know what I was trying to refer to there. That Key and Peele speech. Not speech, skit. East-West Bowl. Buster's Bounce. Maryland State. Okay. Sorry, I'm just referencing the most stupid shit. That's not what I meant to press, but you know what? I'll actually take that. That is actually fine, question mark? Sure. Oh, this is the first, wow, I only gotten the first event for this? That's yikes. Okay, that's fine, we still have plenty of time. I don't love what I'm seeing here. Do I dare do a Dreams? I think I actually might want to do a Dreams here, which is kind of crazy. Sorry, kind of crazy, I realize. But I think I need to do that. My guess is Ray de Oro or Rainbow Line. Develop the 2016-17 Gen Umas. I could see that. There is a noticeable gap in some of the year. Wasn't there like one year that has like only like one Uma in the entire year? Like 2013 or something? Or I don't know what I was thinking. It's like some recent year that's like very barren. Maybe they might want to fill up some of those. That'd be nice. Okay, that's not nice. Speaking of things that aren't nice. Alright, well this one's already kind of DOA, but SOL or whatever, but we'll just continue along so I can get my fans kind of last minute grinding for my circle and all that good stuff. Okay, it's man, this is actually not that bad of a, well, I mean, it's still early to say, but this doesn't look like it's that bad still yet. I'm a little bit miffed per se. 2014 is just Earth. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of. It's like there's only one. It's like that's very the big noticeable gap there. So, I don't know if there's any potential Umas in that generation, but that could be potential. And also, oh my gosh, this is terrible. You know what that means? It's time for a dream sequence. Am I gonna get... Oh, I'm not even close to getting 4-5 or 8-5-8. Like I said, it's not that important, but man, that's big. Yikes. I'll try and fill this up, I guess. 2004 is just sweep, and 2017 is just Kiseki. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like there are some and I kind of honestly I can kind of see why there are noticeable gaps, because there are years where it's just like there are not really that many like noteworthy Uma or like noteworthy horses, to be quite frank. So you know, it feels like it'd be kind of a reach if you add like insert character here. Because it's like, well, compared to others, their achievements aren't as good. But then it's just like, you know, what do you qualify as good? Because there are Umas that technically, if you just look at it's like box score watching in like sports, right? It's like if you just look at their accomplishments, you're like, or if you just look at their race results, you're like, it doesn't look that good. Like I'm thinking Fuji Kiseki is kind of an example of that, right? You kind of look, you just, I mean, if you don't look at the context of the story or anything, you just look at her results, it's like, what is this? It's like, this is stupid. And you're like, oh wait, she's actually, you know, strongly considered to be a fan. I mean, that may not be the best example, but like, I don't know, it's just like one of those things. And also, damn, I was 1 point off from that. But that's getting to semantics, so I'm not gonna argue too much about that. Ooh, spicy beans. But also we need more dirt and sprint horses, like it's majority just crown and tiara Umas. I 100% agree. We still, even with the inclusion of all the like you got the like the two dirt trios and all the other kind of dirt characters in that, there's still kind of a weird noticeable gap in the not gap per se, but there's definitely a lack of like kind of the short characters. And that goes to the kind of same thing with like the Baka Sprint Trio, and oh my god, I have no energy. Like the Baka Sprint Trio kind of helped with that a little bit, but it's just like there's still like a whole bunch of like I'm sure there's definitely a good generations of like horses that were like dirt and sprint specialists that aren't in the game. So hopefully they add to that, and we can get some to kind of fill up the rosters there, because the pickings do be slim sometimes. Ooh, that's tempting, but not tempting enough. I'm gonna. Yeah. There are definitely generations that have some good sprint and dirt horses. Surely. Don't call me Shirley. But no, yeah, I agree. I think there's definitely potential for adding more of those specialized, because I can only take so many friggin' pace late to medium specialized horses, because it feels like those are so oversaturated. Oh man, what is this? Oh right, I still haven't finished the whatchamacallit events yet. Still haven't finished those yet. I'm gonna risk it and hope that I get something better. See, because like stats wise, this run has actually been pretty damn good. So I'm like kind of a little bit miffed that we haven't gotten the distance factors. And okay, this is also terrible. So I guess I'm just gonna have to hope that the last turn has something good, please. Let's see. Let me calculate real quick. So it's 2200. That's gonna max that out. Why am I thinking about this so much? This is already a DOA run anyway, but like, do I do speed or do I do power here? Power. And then I hope that I get something good for the speed side, because there's still one more training left. I kind of completely forgot about that. There we go. There, now we got Yonko. Now we're getting Yonko on board. Please give me something good. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's so tragic. You know what? Actually, that's fine. Actually, that's fine. Oh, that's so tragic, though. The fact that the speed is actually not even close to being maxed out, though, may int my rating, but otherwise, this is actually pretty good. Dang, okay, and we're in Santa Anita. I've been there before. Hey, look, there's the mountains. There's the famous mountains. Everybody knows about those. Hey, we're in the same races. That's kind of unfortunate. Red Desire. Alright, only 260 only 260 fans. Like compared to the fan runs I've been doing, that's peanuts, that's nothing. Shaking my head. Okay, let's see how the final results shook out. I don't even think I got 2100 speed, honestly, unfortunately. Well, let's see. Did I? Well, that's not the button I want to press. I did. See, that's actually really good. I'm still, oh, that pisses me off so. This was different. This actually could have been good. And I got like, oh my god, look at the amount of SP that I got. Man, okay, you know what? This does bode pretty well though, because like, I don't even think this was that amazing of a run. Like, things did work out, honestly, in the end, but, like, it wasn't, like, a miracle, like, holy shit, everything was amazing. So, like, there's still potential for growth, which I think is really, honestly, if I don't get, and this may be very, very egotistical of me to say, if I don't get to Group A finals for the CM, I'm gonna be really disappointed, given that I have the characters and I have the support cards, and hopefully I should have the time now at this point to be able to train these. I can see myself actually succeeding. You know, building off of the last League of Heroes where I was able to get the Plat 4, barely though, but I still did it. So maybe I'm actually learning. Maybe after 5+ years I finally figured out how to play this game. You know, isn't that crazy? Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? I will say streaming this game has definitely helped me kind of get my shit together, for lack of a better term, in like actually figuring out what the hell to do. Because I was really lazy with like kind of being like, okay, like I kind of know what I'm doing, but I don't really know. But ever since I started streaming and encountering people that are like way better than me and way more than me at stuff, I'm like, I should probably get my shit together and actually know what the hell I'm saying. So I've been doing a lot more kind of stuff in like researching and like kind of understanding stuff, so I can be like, hey, yeah, you know, like take this skill and like that thing and all that. So maybe I'm actually an expert Umamusume game player. Who would have thought? Who would have thunken? I say that, but I don't even know what skills I'm taking here, low-key. I'm just taking the most stupid skills, I think. Not that it really matters, but I probably should be actually a bit more mindful of the skills that I take. But then again, like I said, this runs DOA, so since I didn't get the thing I needed there, I didn't get the S medium, so let's see. This actually could be could this be a US? Let's see. It's honestly been a while since I got into US rating, so I'm actually kind of... That's really good. Damn. Alright. Look at that. Honestly, here's the other thing. I guess I should put this also here. US is kind of the minimum of what I need to get right now, so... And I think if I do get that, what do you see in the top left corner there? If I get that, stat line, I should be able to get US. So, that's kind of a given, but holy shit, look at... Oh my god, look at that. Hot damn. That's actually the high score I've gotten? No way. Is that really? Shit, okay. Oh, damn, look at that. Look at us go. Holy moly. Wow. Then you pass down that knowledge to others like me, for example. Yep, that's what we're here for. To pass down the knowledge. It's knowledge training. Giving out free knowledge to everybody. There's the ramen girl. I'm kind of surprised. Is that real? There is no... How... Because I know Jungle Pocket. I had a Jungle Bucket that was, like, the highest rating for me, but, like... How close was that? Okay. That is actually kind of surprising, because, like... Hold on. Yeah, okay. Damn, I am actually pretty surprised. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. Amazing, as one might say. Damn, and then yeah, this is the auto that I trained earlier. Like, this was not a good run, I'll just say that, but like, even that, like, is like, look at that, it's actually pretty good, so... There might be some hope just yet. Who knows? Just realized for a Japanese derby scene, there's a lot of mares in the top tier. Oh yeah, 100%. Or no, oh wait, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's kind of funny that for being a Japanese derby, there is more for the mares. Because you do have a fair point. I mean, the top characters are like, what? Almondai, Aruvu, Still in Love, which are all mares. So that is kind of funny how... It's kind of funny how it's just like, yeah, you know, it's just all the race that they wouldn't run in usually. That's okay, they're just like vodka. They're like, you know what, fuck it. Let's just run this one and beat all the, beat everybody else in the other. Okay, what is this? Wait, what about Hong Kong? Oh, just talking about Crown. Good old Satono Crown. Speaking of Crown Solo man is super. I love that song. Confident? Yeah, that's a top tier solo. Also, happy birthday to Marvelous Sunday. Which actually, hold on. I just realized something. That's hilarious. Her birthday falls on a Sunday this year. Oh my god, that's so fucking hilarious. Wow. Yeah, because it's on the 31st, and the 31st is a Sunday. That's actually really funny. It's a marvelous It actually is a marvelous Sunday. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, that only happens like once every few years, but you know, there you go. Cheval, yes, the Cheval sighting there, and also I love nice. Yes, I also Confident is a good song. Actually, hold on. I know I normally don't play stuff on the because yeah, you have all the songs here. You have everybody's songs actually. Hold on. Yeah, it's here somewhere probably, but like... oh, right. I never... yeah, like I said, I never play... What the fuck are some of these songs? What? Oh, that's from the collaboration with, like, Star Horse and the Derby Stallion. Damn. Wow. Oh yeah, the Gochi Soul-sama story. Winning... Wait, what? Winning the Soul? Oh, the remix. I was like, what? Well, that looks different. Mejiro Family... Oh yeah, Dantu Solo. I do like Dantu Solo too. Where's Crown? I think I skipped past her. Yeah, there she is. That one. Hell yeah. Oh, Teddy Lloyd. Okay, that explains a lot. That does explain a lot. Okay, makes sense. Oh yeah, Tailwind. Tailwind's good too. I like Machitan's as well. And oh yeah, Death Destroy for yes. Actually, now I'm curious. Oh, that makes a lot of sense too. Lightless. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Taku Inoue. Good old Japanese EDM artists. Oh, you gotta love them. Unbreakable, Watashi. Some of these I don't think I've actually really listened to. Oh yeah, Sakura Laurels is actually pretty good too. You gotta do Celebratory Marvelous Run. This only happens once every several years. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, I'm not the hugest fan of Marvelous Sunday, but like considering the coincidence, the everything lining up, yeah, we can. I think we might want to do that. But first, let me at least go through at least one run with some of the characters that I have for CM. So we just did Still in Love. Let's transition over to her rival, Adomaya Groove. Again, I still love. I cannot overstate how much I love the contrast between the ear sizes. You have the small ears, large ears. Okay. Anyway. I cannot use her skill card, unfortunately, so I have to replace that with Almond Eye, and then we'll just do that. And see if we can't get a medium S, for goodness sakes, this time. This medium. I would like one medium, please. Okay, yes, we're racing in this one. The good old Philly and Mare Turf. That looks like Desire's there too, so looks like we're gonna be doing not racing alone. Ooh, spicy. There we go. Can we get the date event to show up literally the next turn like what happened last time? Nope. Okay. That would I am still shocked. I actually have a screenshot I think I took of it because I was like, holy shit, that is the quickest I've ever had that. Where are you? You are, I don't know, energy right now? That's fine. I actually don't really need the date event to happen this early. It was just kind of nice. Please? Date event? Date event? Would you like to date event with me? It's the #1 guaranteed way of getting a date. Just asking anybody, hey, you want to go to a date event with me? 100% works. It works 100% of the time. Definitely results guaranteed, or results are not guaranteed. Results may vary. Speaking of someone who has tons of experience, hey, it's rulership. Speaking of someone who has tons of experience in that matter, which I absolutely do not. Hey, look at that, Yonko's already wow, we already have her at whatchamacallit, Friendship Fun Times. Still no date event. I'm gonna do this just so I can try and get the date event going. Date event? Nope. Yeah, I guess. Uh-oh, we're not going to get the date event before the scenario, or not the scenario, before the scenario ends. God, can you imagine? That would be the worst. Oh, I don't know what I have here, to be completely honest. Date event? Date event. There we go. Perfect timing. I was just about to run out of energy. Not really, but it was looking pretty low. Which didn't matter because I was about to do 2 Dreams trainings anyways, but I will absolutely take it. F for fabulous. F for Fadmire Groove. That's what she's called, right? What are you? I will take the power. Thank you. And then I will do another dreams on the wits. That's not very good, actually. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Look, and they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. Okay. Alright, next race, Hanshin Juvenile Phillies. Fuck the Phil. Well, actually, I don't really care too much about the Phillies. The good old Philadelphia. I'm it is a joke because I meant the Philadelphia Phillies, not the horse Phillies. Which, now that I think about it, have the same pronunciation. Which is kind of funny. Phillies. English is weird sometimes. Speaking of which, sports, man. Isn't the Game 7's going on right now, the Western Conference Finals for NBA. How's that going? The last time I checked, the Spurs were winning, which, hell yeah, go Spurs. Fuck the Thunder. Oh no, it's gotten close. Okay, the Spurs are still winning, but ooh. I'm really cheering for, less cheering for the Spurs, more I really don't want the Thunder to make it to the NBA Finals and win again. I think they have done a speed run for one of the most hated teams because of all the flopping they do and all the shit they you know, they're already good enough with all that. They don't need to do the flopping and all that. It's just so annoying. Makes for bad basketball. Granted, I have not been keeping up that closely with the sport this season, especially with the Bucks being a disaster. But hopefully, I don't know. I at this point, I don't know whether Giannis is going to be traded or not. But if he does, he does. If he doesn't, I guess that's cool, and we can see if we can try and salvage a good team with him. But I don't even know at this point anymore. I'll just wait until the season starts, and then we'll start paying attention then. I think that's my mindset. So, I don't love what I have here. When in doubt, go for the one with the most skill points. So this one, I guess. I think that's slowly what I've come to realize with this, not even just this scenario, but like a lot of scenarios in general. When in doubt, go for the one with a lot of skill points, because we really do need a lot of skill points for all the skills that you're trying to give your Umas. Oh god, it's 2-point game now. What in the world? Alright. Oof. But other than that, I mean, baseball's been baseballing. Brewers have been kind of on a good run lately, although they lost today, but they've been doing pretty well, so it's a good sign at least. But again, it's about to be, can you believe it's almost June? That's crazy, but like, yeah, it's almost June, it's still May, but even then it's still way too early. It is getting to a point where it's like, maybe you need to start thinking about the standings a little bit, but like, it's still, you know, team can make runs even late into the season, so nothing too crazy, unless you're like the Tigers and like, you know, Rip Tigers, because they're absolutely on they're on a tailspin right now. So yeah, rip them, but like, you know, other than that, you know, there's chance for everybody, so we'll just see how the next few months play out as teams continue to play out. Oh boy, Yonko, you are way ahead of everybody right now, but I guess we're just gonna keep on trucking with that. My Mariners somehow on top of the AL West right now. I haven't taken a look at the standings in a while. Isn't the AL been like completely weird and like almost all the teams have been like under 500 at this point? I know the White Sox have been like really good, or not really good, but they've been like surprisingly good. Let me take a look at the standings actually. Because all I know is I think the Brewers are on the top right now. Yeah, they are, okay. Yeah, the Mariners are on top with a 500 record. That conference, man, or conference, that division. Yeah, because the Brewers are playing the Astros right now. I know they lost today, but they're at least able to win. Did they win the series? Or it hasn't been the series yet. It's been 2 games at least, I think. Cleveland Guardians, yeah, the White Sox are over 500, which is pretty crazy. The Tigers are spinning out of control. The Angels are the Angels. Athletics. The Rays are on top, so are the Yankees, and then you got the other teams. On the National League, holy mo! I did not realize the Braves have been this good this season. Wow. And of course, the fucking Dodgers. Why not? Hey, Stixar, thanks for the raid. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. Just playing some, well, I mean, I was looking at the baseball standings, but playing some Uma, training up some characters for CM. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I need to do dreams. You need to raid and run, all good, but yeah, hope you stick around, and we'll be doing some Uma trainings, or kind of sticking around with that. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for any good stuff there. Hello, hello. Hey Sticks, hey Case, what's up, what's up? The AOS is so jank right now. Yeah, it sure looks like it. Friggin', you have a 500 team that's 500-ass team that's on top so far. It's like, man, if you're in any other division, you're like not even close to first, but that's how baseball works sometimes. Was also playing Uma this stream. I found out what the gift and special missions were. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's those are nice. Get some jewels, carrots out of those. So I went from a brokey to 32 money for gambling. Hey, there we go. Free jewels, free carrots. We love to see it. Love to see it. That's always the best when you're like, damn, you know. I'm like, I don't know. It's like, I don't have any carrots. And it's like, oh shit, I didn't realize there's an untapped potential income source for currency, and I'm like, well shit, okay, let's do it. So love when that happens. I'm good luck now. Adios, mi amigos. All good. Thanks for the raid. Yeah. Thank you very much. Excellent. Excelente. Senor. 13. Wait, that should be enough. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I was doubting that. I mean, I had 2 almost ready to get to the next stage, so that should be fine. I should be able to get to 455, I hope. The dream. Okay, this run has not been the best so far, but it's also, again, too early, so... Ooh. Oh, tough decisions. Do I go for the rainbow training, or do I go for the double, whatever you want to call that? I think I'm gonna go for the double. There we go. See, now we're at D rating. Love to see it. Look at this. Look at these religious ass Umas. Stamina. Why she gotta be like that, man? Why she gotta turn her head, be like, all ice queen, shaking my head. I'm trying to make you the best Uma possible, and you're just gonna be all at me. It's like, okay, I see how it is. That's okay. We still love you for that anyway, Aruvu. It seems to be the standard for all the Admire characters, and by all I mean all 2 of them. Like I said, sample size of 2, big enough. It's good enough for me. Therefore, we can conclude that all horses with Admire have tsundere tendencies. Admire Terra soon. I do wonder what that's gonna be like if they ever do add her. That'd be kind of funny. And by that I mean Uma 10th anniversary. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll see. I mean, they have had precedent. Wow, that's a terrible way of pronouncing it. They've had precedent with releasing or like adding characters while they were still racing, but I think that those are really special exceptions, like Daring Tact and Forever Young. So I don't really see that being a standard per se, but I mean it has happened before, so I could see that where maybe if he retires soon, then maybe they might Umify him, but I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other characters they want to get to first. What I do think would be kind of funny is if they do end up... Wait, did I just get S? Hold on, I wasn't paying attention. Did I get S? No, I did not. Fuck. God damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Shaking my head. Oh, I haven't even done a date event yet. What am I doing? Get a date event going. There we go. Shaking my head at the audacity of this game. I'll get stamina, please. What I was gonna say was, wouldn't it be funny if they kept that same, the same nicknaming scheme with the Admire Groove and Admire Groove, Admire Vega, you know, Aruvu, Ayabe. How would they, Atera? Ate? Yeah, I guess Atera. Well, then they just probably call her Terra, but I just think it'd be kind of funny if they somehow kept the same same nicknaming schemes. Like, yeah, all the Admire characters have to have that take one character from their first part of their name and then two from the second. I guess that doesn't really work. Well, I guess no, because Ayabe is Aya or Adamaya Vega. So that's what I think is really crazy about Ayabe is like the fact that somehow they took Admaya Vega and then it's just like they took like random ass parts from her name into what ended up being her nickname. I guess it could be like Ayate? Nah, that's way too similar to Ayabe. I don't know if they want to do that. Yeah, good old Ayate. The lost third cousin of the Admire group. Everybody loves Ayate. No way they release Craw in the 7th event. If they somehow... Well, when is the 7th event again? If it happens after... Well, I don't know, we'll see. If he does win the Spring Triple Crown, you know, there might be something for that, but, I mean, Takarazuka Kinen happens, June 20th? Oh, okay, next month. I guess it's around that time, but that's before Takarazuka Kinen. I don't know when Takarazuka Kinen is, but, like, I don't think the timing lines up there, unfortunately. But that would be funny if they pull off like a Forever... They could do something like a Forever Young, where it's, like, immediately after... Like, if... Well, I guess that's a huge if. It's like they're so confident that that Craw ends up winning the Takarazuka Kinen that like immediately after he does that, it's like, oh, new announcement. It's like, oh, I don't know if they're really gonna do that, but that'd be kind of funny. Also, speaking of the 7th event, I'm still kind of miffed about the fact that they have not been announcing any. They've been like slowly announcing like locations. Like, it's like they've just been releasing one location at a time, and it's like, if we're, it's like, there was this whole, initially it's the whole thing about like, oh yeah, this is a world tour, it's like, you know, maybe it's gonna go outside Japan, and yet there has been still nothing about potential for any of that. So, I don't know, man, it's just, I'm still cautiously optimistic, but also, I don't know for, at this point, I really wish they had announced it sooner rather than later, so, you know, we can start planning out stuff. But that's fine, whatever. It'll come when it comes. This Takarazuka Kinen is also very stacked, as it is usually for these kind of all-star races, like the Takarazuka Kinen, Arima Kinen, those kinds of characters, those kinds of races. Like, they usually are all-star, a lot of people, or a lot of good horses, and oh my god, I didn't even get to 455. Rip this run. Rip run. Watch this be the run that I somehow get 4-5, or not 4-5-5, the S aptitude for distance. And definitely see that happening. Just good old the game giving me a middle finger, being like, yeah, screw you, buddy. Trust 7 event world tour dates and locations will be revealed in the Japan showing. That's what we're hoping for. We'll just have to see. Just gotta be patient. Yeah, I'm hoping they at least have something. Like, one, they announce the locations, but also two, they have something outside the Japan. And if it is, you know, there hopefully is one in this area, because that'd be really nice. The benefits of living in Southern California. So, especially with all the freaking race courses that are here at Del Mar and Santa Anita. Del Mar not as close, but like it's still in Southern California. So I mean, I feel like they have a lot of good reasons to have a location around here. But that's all speculation, so we'll just have to see how that goes. Okay, I do not like any of my options. Indeed. When in doubt, go for the one with more SP, so I guess this one. I have to go with this one. Okay. I'd be so distraught the 7th event is in the Las Vegas Sphere. God, out of all the places they could go, if they freaking go to the Sphere, that would be so stupid. I've heard that the Sphere isn't even that good for and I don't know, I haven't heard that much about it, but I've heard it's not even that good for like concerts and stuff. I don't know why the hell they go there. I feel like there's so many other better places they can go to around that area, but again, all speculation. But that would also just be funny for the memes. But at the same time, that would also be really fucking stupid if they did that. Okay. I do wonder if what locations they would end up revealing, because I think, not to be biased or anything, but I do think, you know, this area is a good candidate, but then it comes down to, okay, well, what else would there be in terms of like locations? Maybe they might do one. I mean, world tour, right? There's that meme that came out. It's like, oh, this band's doing a world tour. That means locations there's like a few in the U.S., maybe one in like the U.K. or something, and then like one in like I don't know, like in East Asia, and then that's it. It's like that's the world. That's what we count as the world. Oh, I don't know, it might be something like that. But oh, I need 2 dreams. I wonder if it's going to be a thing where they have like I don't even know. I don't think they're going to do like multiple like locations in the US, if I have to be completely honest. It's probably going to be like only like 1 or 2. Then they might do one in like Europe or something. Maybe, but God, I hope it's not like too limited, because it would be so competitive if it would just be like the one location. That would be a disaster to try and get tickets for. We'll see. Dreams. Yeah, this run's already kind of on top of the fact that I haven't even gotten S medium. Like, this has just not been good stats wise. It has not been the still run from the last one. I don't even think we're gonna get close to the US, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe I might get some really good summer trainings and stuff, but it's not looking hopeful. Well, actually, hold on, that was a lot of DP that I just got there. Not that it makes up for the fact that I didn't get the 4.55, but oh my god, look at that! Actually, hold on, no, not you. Okay, there is a shot of getting 858, which might make up a little bit for it. Not really, but kind of. They also usually do 2 days. That is true. They usually also do the day 1, day 2 sort of thing. Which, oh god, if they... and then there's the whole thing, if they do that, then I'd be not obligated per se, but then I'd really want to get both days. But that would be kind of a... that would be so much money. And all that stuff. Well, like, it's usually different between the 2 days, so then I'd be like, oh, then there'd be good reason for me to get 2 days, but then it's also just like 2 straight days of those concerts, and it's like, oof, my money. Speaking of which, I still haven't taken a look at how much money I spent over last weekend. Maybe I should do that at some point. But also, I'd like to live in I'd like to live in you know, in ignorance, and just be like, I spent a lot of money. That's all I'll talk about there. Okay. Ooh, spicy beans. I just want to go the day with the majority of my Oshis. That probably might be the way I do it as well, just because I think, like, money-wise, I don't think it'd be that wise to do both days, but also, you know, it's a rare opportunity, right? I feel like, you know, I say this being like, okay, yeah, it's you know, all that, but at the end of the day, then I probably justify in my mind being like, you know, it's a rarity that these say you come overseas sort of thing, and this is, again, all hypothetical. This is like, you know, if it even happens in the first place, but it's like a thing where it's like, this is a rare opportunity, you know, might as well take the initiative, get both days, and enjoy myself. But also, yeah, to your point, Gabe, yeah, whichever day I'm actually able to get into, that's assuming, you know, you're able to even get both days, which I don't know how they're going to do the whole, because obviously with the Japanese lotto taking system and stuff, I don't know how, I don't think they're going to really do that for overseas stuff, so unfortunately that means it's probably going to be a shit show trying to get tickets and whole, like thing with, like, battling against scalpers and bots and stuff, so not looking forward to that. Oh my god, I have 3 what have I been doing? I have not been using my date events, jeez. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Hello, I'm just looking at the sky. Okay, there we go. I was afraid there for a second. 1, that it crashed, but also 2, that it VPN stopped working. Distant. Okay, well, the good news is we got a pink aptitude. The bad news is it's not the freaking one we need. I love Turf S. Yes, that's very useful for me. How is it that with 1 3-star factor in Turf, and we have 4 other 3-star factors in Medium, that I have not been able to get a single Medium Turf, or Medium aptitude, but I've somehow gotten the Dirt, or the Turf one. This game, sometimes, I swear, is just, loves to troll me. It really loves to give me the middle finger, huh? Let's see how it is. Yeah. Okay, I really need to start using some of the date events as well, low key, high key. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a waste of energy, but I feel like I kind of need to do it. Oh, there we go, we got Tokyo, geez, Digital's events. Wrong Agnes. Great, my S-Turf rating made all the difference. I love it. Alright, now we just gotta wait for the BC race. I don't even think I'm gonna get A58 actually, unless something amazing happens here. Well, actually, hold on. I don't know if that is. Okay, I'm gonna try and work some magic here. Actually, hold on. It might. Big thinking. Your boy's big thinking here, trying to get some big brain action going. Okay. Oh, I need to do dreams. Wait, hold on. Oh, I do. Okay, I should have enough for 858. I think according to my calculation, I should have enough. Ugh. Nerd voice. Yeah, because that's SS, then UG, then UE, so that should be enough. And I got a Yonko. There we go. Nice. Thanks, Yonko. Okay, give me my dreams training. Ugh. Yeah, the aptitudes are not great. The stat lines are not looking too hot. Speaking of hot, how's the NBA going? Please tell me the Spurs are still winning. Thank God. Okay, oh my God, we only have like 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Spurs are currently winning 97-91. Oh, please, come on, hold on, Spurs, come on. Come on, I do not want the Thunder to make the NBA Finals. I want... Knicks Spurs would actually be kind of interesting. I mean, if the Thunder do win, then I have a pretty clear team that I'm going to be cheering for, if that happens. If it's Spurs, Knicks, that would be interesting. I don't know who I'd want to win that. But I wouldn't be really that unopposed to either team winning. I'd be happy with either team, actually, which is kind of shocking. It feels like most of the time for these, like, championship games, I'm just like, I hate both these teams. Like, for instance, last year's Super Bowl, Seahawks Patriots, I was like, fuck, I hate both these teams. I want either of them to win. It's like, I hate it here. Please get me out of here. Or what was it? What was last year's World Series was last year's series was like the Dodgers and the God, I don't remember. I blocked it out of my head. Who did the Dodgers face last year in the World Series? I legitimately do not remember. Was it the... No, it wasn't the Yankees. Was it? No, that was 2 years ago. Oh God, my memory sucks. Oh, the Blue Jays. Right, the Blue... How did I forget that? Wow, that's... My memory is absolute trash. Okay, so yeah, then absolutely I was cheering for the Blue Jays on that case. Because, yeah, absolutely, fuck the Dodgers. You don't like the Seahawks? I don't hate the Seahawks that much, but it comes from when the Packers were good, and then there was the whole, like, kind of the... some of the playoff games and some of the other games there. And in my mind, I was just like, the Seahawks have already had success. Here's the thing. It's not that I hate the Seahawks. It's more so, like, I like underdog teams if it's not my team. I realize I'm being hypocritical because the Packers aren't really an underdog team. But, like, they've already won, like, kind of... both teams won pretty recently. So in my mind, I was like, I don't want to see either one win. I guess here's the thing. I will say, out of those teams, I did want the Seahawks to win because there was the storyline of Sam Darnold and all the other kind of like the obviously like kind of the... It's a whole new... It's a whole different from like the Legion of Boom, those kinds of eras. And I realized it was the same thing with the Patriots as well, but like also, you know, the Patriots fucking... They had their dynasty. They don't need to have another fucking Super Bowl. It's like they've already had so much success with Tom Brady. It's like they need to have some years in the cellar. Let's you know. So if it was between those two, yeah, I guess go Seahawks. But yeah, understandable. But yeah, sports. This really comes back to the whole thing of I really want to try and get back into, or not get back into, but like get into hockey. Playoff hockey especially is pretty... The times that I've seen it has been pretty hype. Like Stanley Cup playoffs, oof. Something about it is like the intensity is just really, really good. And there's been some expansion teams for sure, which is why I've been trying to get into it a little bit more, because I know the Vegas Golden Knights have been actually really good. And that's pretty much all I know. I know... What else do I know? I don't know that much, honestly. Who I know... What was it? Aren't the Oilers actually pretty good? I don't need... Who are in the playoffs right now? Who are currently still in the playoff bracket? Oh, they're already in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Oh, shit. Or the finals. It's the Vegas... Okay, it's Vegas versus... Oh, yeah, the Carolina Hurricanes. Okay. Avalanche, Golden... Right, the Avalanche also pretty good. Right, the Ducks. Anaheim Ducks. That's right. I remember one of my coworkers was talking about how she went to that game. The Ducks game. Apparently she's a pretty big fan of the Anaheim Ducks. Also the Angels, which I feel so sorry for her about that. Big oof. I'm cheering for all the Anaheim teams. Yes. Okay. Can I salvage my way out of something here? Actually, maybe. Hold on. I might be able to cook. Again, not that this run is going to be the run, but I want at least something decently good. Okay. Hold on. I have two trainings left for 3. I'm gonna take a bit of a risk and think that I might get something better in the next 3 turns. I guess 2 turns after this one, because this one isn't really that good. Okay, stamina should be good. If I do one more... Okay. Depending on whether I get a good one in power or wit, then I'll use my dreams for the other one. Let's see. Oh wow, I still don't even have Almond Eye. What is going on here? What is going on, Eye? What are you doing? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay. And then I can use my last one on the wits. That works out. Perfect. It all comes up Millhouse. That's what we love to see. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a high score, but I mean, honestly, considering how this run shook out, this is actually not that bad. This is what happens when you actually have good support cards with a fully limit broken. Who would have thought? Turns out having good support cards actually results in good Umas. Isn't that crazy? Speaking of crazy, holy shit! Oh, there are three contenders here in this in my race. Meanwhile, Yonko's alone in the BC Classic. And for some reason, we got Desire and Loves. We got Desire falling to her knees at where are we? Are we in San Antonio? I didn't check. Are we in falling to her knees in America? Let's just say that. And then we got Loves, of course. Easy, easy. No doubt about it. I really wish this scenario was like the Lark one, in which we had the actually overpowered rivals. Instead, it's just kind of a formality that you win here, so... That's okay, I guess, but it's kind of makes it a little bit boring. Me without none MLB support cards? Yeah, I feel that. Also, hey, I'm gonna totally butcher your name, Siza. Hello. Welcome. I feel that. The last competitive thing I was preparing for, which is the League of Heroes in the JP version, was pretty bad because I had to use a lot of non-MLB cards. It kind of worked out in the end a little bit, especially since because it was a sprint competition, so like the ratings weren't as inflated, but it still was kind of a little bit oof that I was bringing in like for JP standards, oof, like I was only bringing in like low UAs, even high UBs, so yet even still I somehow got the even still I've gotten the Plat 4, so it all works out somehow. Overpowered rivals or your own teammates? Yeah, I guess. That's also the thing of even if they even show up in your race, because they might not even be in your race in the first place. Like if you're in BC Turf, nobody's in that one, so it's not as fun. That's a new way of pronouncing my name, but don't worry, I've heard funnier before. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, not Shino, but like my real name is pretty hard to pronounce, and I've heard some of the weirdest pronunciations. Like people try to compete for the worst ways to pronounce the name, and I'm just like, how do you get that pronunciation from these letters? I'm actually kind of amazed. I remember getting like a UB Yonko in one of my first runs, and I actually had to buy skills to beat her. That's actually kind of hilarious. Yeah, because I don't think I've gotten... I think the highest rating that I've gotten for those support cards is like UD, honestly. Like maybe UC, but like, yeah, UD, UC, and then even then, like I should be able to beat them because like usually my Umas should be as good, if not better. But yeah, I can see that if you overload on one and then it's just like, okay, now you're overpowered. Now you're just gonna... Now you are the true winner of this BC race. No, I'm just... Wait, I feel like I have not... Did I not get that many skills from the supports this time? I think that's the case, because... Yeah, because Almond Eye didn't show up, I know. Definitely, at least that was a thing. And yeah, now I'm just taking these skills, so I think... did not get a lot of the skills that I wanted. In fact, so much so that I am actually just taking random ass skills. Where's my random ass? I'm taking skills that aren't even applicable for this one. Because why the hell not? There we go. Even with the UC Uma you can get to Plat 2, source me with my UC Umas. I mean, yeah, I think especially with this most recent League of Heroes, because with, like I said, with Sprint, I feel like the ratings were a lot lower because you didn't need that much stamina, so the potential of getting those were pretty low. Although I did see the top 96, even then they got like to US, and I'm just like, how in the world? That is crazy. Actually, speaking of which, okay, you know what? We are actually kind of cooking here. This was not a good run for me, low-key, but this still actually ended up being pretty good on the rating scale, so... Would you look at that? Your boy may have a chance after all. Like I said, I might actually have a chance to win the Group A finals. Might. That is a big might, but who is to say? I'm sure it's going to be very competitive. It usually is with these classic races. It's not like the sprint races where anything can happen. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, look at, well, I mean, not that. Where's my team? Show my team. No, that's not what I want to show. Fuck you. Fuck other people. There I am, Team Shino, 77,000th place with 30,108 points. I'm kind of surprised, actually, that's actually that high? Low? I don't know. Because you can see, well, no, that is barely making it to Plat 4. And yet even then, somehow it's like the top 77,000. That's actually kind of not too bad. Good stuff. Yeah, look at that. See, got my Believe, got my Ines, and then got my Machan over here. Which, I mean, I guess, yeah, they all got the short S, which I think definitely really helped. So there you go. That's League of Heroes, baby. And yeah, I still cannot believe some of these goddamn whales with their USs and their high UAs. Shaking my head. I yearn for that kind of rating. While I'm stuck here with Biko, King, and Bakshin. It's okay. It's, you don't have to have the meta Umas. You don't have to have those to really do amazingly. I mean, if you want to get top 96, then yes, you do. But, like, if you want to, like, moderately succeed, you can do whatever the hell you want. It also kind of comes to the fact that you kind of need support cards, but eventually, you know, as the game progresses, you get, you know, they release more and more meta. They keep power creeping more and more better support cards, and I'm sure by the time 5.5th anniversary comes out, there's going to be the new hot shiny support card that everyone needs to have. So, complete with free pulls for them. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Oh, I forgot. Okay, I don't remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna do something, but I forgot. Okay, anyway, let's Marvelous. Yeah, I have. It's in the back of my mind. I think before we do that, I think I'm gonna do. We did Still and we did Adovu. I'm gonna move on to my final character that I'm gonna be training for the CM, which is my favorite, my number one. It is Ines Fuji Nano. Okay, no, not that one. It is, no, not you. How do I have it saved somewhere. It is right here, this one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. And then I have, yep, as you can see, look at that. Got all the, got the new Tap Dance City card, which is very front runner specific, very good for me. And then all the other good cards here. Let's do it. And just barely have enough energy. Not that that's really important, considering I have like 2,000 of the energy boosting items. So like that's never really going to ever be an issue. I need to save for the scenario banner next month. That is also a good point. That is, I mean, I'm sure they're going to give out a lot of free pulls for that, especially since it's going to be... Well, actually, no. I should... no, wait. I don't know why in my mind I thought it was a... I don't know why I thought it was going to be a anniversary. No, it isn't. Anniversary... Or half anniversary isn't until August. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. They might give, like, maybe a few... I hope they give a few pulls. Wouldn't that be nice? But maybe not, actually. Maybe I should start saving for that as well. We'll see. I mean, if it's anything like yeah, well, no, that's actually, no, that's fine too. If it's anything like the other scenario supports, like you're probably only gonna need one copy anyway, so I'm not gonna sweat it too hard. I think the concern though is like it's probably gonna be like a two card banner, and it's probably gonna have the other one is probably gonna be like some like overpowered card like a la Teo or something, and it's just gonna be like, oh, this is something that you really need if you're gonna be training this distance or this strategy, or like maybe even just in general. Oh, screw you, buddy. But so either way, it's probably gonna be something worth pulling for in the end. Just came back from playing Uma last month, so I don't know. Yeah, it's that is welcome back to Uma. I don't know how long it's been since you played it, but things are heavily getting things are escalating at a high rate for sure. Or they have been for like the last few months, honestly. Yeah, this other card that comes with it is super good, like Tamateo and Yonko. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, it comes to the thing of like, is it going to be like super required like Yonko, or is it going to be like is it going to be only required if you're training for a specific distance? Because then I can kind of justify not having to get a lot of copies of it. But if it is like Yonko, like if it's like pretty much required, then I'm kind of SOL, and I kind of need to get it. Yonko, you are the Nepo baby that everyone needs. I don't love anything here. I'm gonna do something very stupid, which is resting. No, that worked out. That did not work out. Okay. Oh wait, wow! I already got the gold recovery skill. We'll take that. Thank you. And now I have to do dreams. I guess now. Now that I think about it, I could have done the dreams that turn instead of resting. Maybe that would have been a better play. Was Yonko was friendship training ready? That's a whoopsie on my part. Oh well. Okay. No, I did not mean to press that button. Ah, shit. Okay, well, that's fine. Hold on. Can I return it back on? The skip. I played back during release for like 2 months, and I had to uninstall emulator back then, so I kind of stopped since then. Ooh, for that was a while ago. If we're talking, I'm assuming JP release because we're talking about the JP game. That was 5 years ago. So wow, that was a long time. Yeah, JP release. Yeah, that was a while back. Yeah, times have definitely changed since then. It's kind of crazy. I mean, even the English game has gone way past that point for sure, but it has definitely ramped up. Things are way different. I've been through all of it since day one, for better and for worse. I'm just kind of weathering the storm on the English version, waiting until Track Blazer is over. Track Blazer, Mant, whatever you want to call it. It'll be soon, I hope. We're almost there. I want to say. I don't know how. Maybe in the next month or two it should be the next scenario, the Grand Live, so we will wait until then. I got 1 Rainbow Crystal in my storage, so hopefully when it gets Spark I at least get 3 copies. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I've not been as patient, because as soon as I get like a crystal, I just use it, because I have so many cards that need like at least some sort of boost. Like for example, the Tap Dance City card I only got to 3 LB, and then I realized you kind of need that to be MLB to be good. So as soon as I got the limit break crystal, I immediately used it on tap, and then just and then went from there. I can tell shit's fucked up on how easy I get to UD with shit cards when doing the late scenario. The power creep is insane. It's crazy. I love seeing the reactions of people whenever I play this game. Because I was at when I was at Fanime last week, and I talked about it during yesterday's stream. But when I was at the party, Horstein party, so there were a lot of people who play Uma and stuff, and like Uma cosplayers and stuff. And I whipped out the JP game, and people were like, "Holy shit, this is what it looks like!" It's like, this is fucking insane. And it's always fun just to see people's reactions of like, "Oh my god, this is what the game's gonna be eventually." And it's like, oh boy, it's like people are scared, and I'm like, oh, it's not gonna come for a while, but yeah, you just mentally get ready for that. I'm sorry, I'm stalling. I don't know what I'm stalling for. Wonder how easy it'll get to be to hit LG next scenario. LG is isn't. I'm trying to remember the order of the rankings. It goes US, and then does it jump straight into LG, or does it do like a USS? I don't remember. It's just US to LG. Oh damn. Okay. Okay, then I can see, because I've seen people. Some crazy ass people already hit LG with this scenario, so I can imagine it will definitely be easier to get to that point. Because you've seen me right now with how I'm doing it, I've already hit US for some of these, so you can definitely see the case where it goes to like, to make it a bit easier. Because, you know, obviously with every new scenario that comes out, it's gotta be power crept a little bit, so I'm sure they'll have some way of making it way overpowered and make this scenario obsolete, unfortunately. I don't like anything here. Do I have data vent? Wait, I still have a data... Hello? Ma'am? Madam? Data vent, please? Can I get a date, please? Please go out with me? Please? No? Okay. Just like real life. This is just like real life. This is too real, man. Oh, there... Never mind. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're so back. We're so back. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, but what is going to be the next scenario card? Because there's no way they reuse Light Hello or Tazuna. And hello, Alpha Cake. Sorry, I did not realize. I didn't realize that was a new chat because you have the exact same color as one of the other chatters here with the pink. So I was like, oh, it's this guy. But like that confused me for a second. But hello. I don't know. Maybe they might have I feel like they would have a new scenario card. It probably might be the similar to the last cooking scenario where Akikawa was the scenario card. So maybe they might release like a second Tazuna card or like a second Light Hello card or something. I've seen speculation that maybe there might be a group card, but I think that's a terrible idea because then you can't bring. Because then you can't bring it if you're going to be using the character as, like, if you're going to be training the specific character, like Fine Motion or any of those, so I don't think that's really a good idea. And that's kind of a reason why I think group cards are kind of not really a thing anymore at this point. So, we'll see. I've seen LG4 Mayas, but they're score maxing. Oh yeah, the score maxing it is definitely the thing. It's the same thing in the English version too. It's like you have all these like UGs that have shown up, but most of them are kind of like not actually that good because they just kind of cram as many skills as possible to the detriment of actually being usable for competitive settings. So whenever I saw like a UG in any of like the champions meetings, I'm just like, yeah, it's probably not that good. I'm not that worried. I'm more worried if I see an SS than if I see like a UG, because then I'm like, oh, okay, then it might actually be serious. But I think you can check with the mission that gives you rewards each of their highest rated horses. What are we talking about here? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That is, yeah. I know that is a thing with high scores there. But I don't think any of the previous scenarios definitely have come close to what I've gotten here, so... what am I doing? What are we doing? What are you doing? Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, Air Groove. God, Air Groove, why do you do this to me? Yeah, that's fine. This is a rare opportunity for me to get something else. So I guess I'll go for stamina here. There's a list of all the ranks. Check the mission list, and it goes from US9 to LG24 to UF24. That is crazy. Yeah, it goes like, it's just like, I don't know what. Ever since like they introduced like the U rankings, it's just all looked kind of really stupid. And now it's like you got the LGs and stuff and the LFs, and then I'm sure it's gonna it'll escalate. You know, you got L, LE, LD, and then it goes all the way to like LS, and then God, who knows after that. Yeah, right. It's like the LS and all that stuff. Good heavens, good lord. I'm not looking forward to those days. That's not going to be for a future. It's already in the game, yeah. What next after that, I think, is the question. But that's not good. I don't think... Sorry, my contacts are acting really weird today. But that's probably not going to be for another few years, so I'm not going to worry about it until then. Yeah, it's going to be another... It's a while away. We won't worry about that. We're just going to worry about what happens now. Now, oh, still? Are you kidding me, Air Groove? What are we doing here? Girl, what are we doing? Okay, I mean, well, actually... Sure. Oh boy, what are you again? Do not do the third option, that's for sure. That ends the event. Don't do that one. Full stakes. This is already up in, yeah, this is blah blah blah. Our SP is gonna hit 5 digits soon. Honestly, I can see that happening pretty soon, low key, because I've seen people get to like 80, not 8,000. I mean, you just saw in my still run, I think I got like 8,100 like SP. What's the max SP anyone's gotten? I've only seen a high 85,000-ish or 8,500-ish. 1,000, can you imagine? I'm pretty sure it's capped at 9,999. Is it? I wonder. I guess that would make sense, but I feel like at some point they should probably. I wonder if they're gonna increase the rate, the amount that you can get, only because with how prevalent the SSR cards that give 2 gold skills are, I feel like at some point they're gonna keep on like increasing those limits. I don't know. Maybe we can even see something where it's like, God, can you imagine in the future where it's like the gold card, or not the gold card, the SSR support giving out like 3 gold skills? That would be insane. But unfortunately, that may be. I don't think that's a thing. That would be way too intensive a power creep. But it is kind of crazy how every new, I think ever since like Almond died, right? It's like every new SSR has given out like 2 gold skills. So I mean, I can see that happening. But if it comes to that, you're gonna need a lot of skill points. So, and they keep on increasing the limits that you can get in the first place. Well, you can have half of your toughness bar. I remember seeing someone hit 9999 SP with a Dictus in the Onset scenario. Was that it? Oh, okay. Shaking my head. Friggin' Photoshopped. You mean to tell me that people are lying on the internet? You think people will just do that? Go onto the internet and tell lies? I can't believe it. What happened to society? New cards already give 2 hints. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm alluding to, right? I mean, it's like Yonko's too. It's like one of the options, and granted, I think it's because it was like, it gave out 4 hints, but it was because I think it's like there's the 2 gold cards and then or 2 gold skills, and then the other 2 were the white equivalents of it. So it's mainly just like giving it 2 skills anyway. But when I first saw it, I was crazy because it was just like, holy fuck, because it's like, wow, 4 hints? Are you kidding me? What is this shit? What is this? What is this Nepo baby shit that I'm looking at here? I spread misinformation now to mess with the AI learning off of me. Yeah, that's how you get them. That is how you do it. You just mess up their training data. You don't know. that does remind me of like the early days of like when Google had like the whole AI overview bullshit, where people were like, where it was telling people to like eat pizza with like rocks in it for minerals, or like no, yeah, they were like eat a rock to gain minerals, or like, you know, like glue cheese onto pizza. It's just like, brother. I mean, there's still stuff like that. See, this is what I'm talking about. The whole like four. When I first saw this, I was like, holy shit, 4 hands, and then I realized, wait, this is just the white equivalent of this. So it's not really that crazy, but it's still like at first sight you're like, holy fuck. Let's do, I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I need to do that one. Alright. I think we should be able to get good pace for 455 here, so not a disaster like last time. Ooh. I mean, nah, I gotta go for this one. I was so pissed at Google AI one time and lied to me that IRL win variation was dead. See, this is why I don't trust the Google AI overviews. I know there are probably plugins to like disable that shit. I should look into that, but like also, oh wait, can we get? Why do I keep getting turf S? I don't need turf S. I need mid S. What is this? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, game? Why do you troll me like this? Anyway, yeah, no, it's stupid, and I usually ignore it and do my own research because I don't trust any of the stuff that they're compiling there. I think that was 5-6 years ago, the Will Smith spaghetti eating incident. Oh yeah, back when AI was actually back when it was a quirky thing, and then you had like the Dolly like image generators. I actually played with that a little bit, where it's like you had like, because it was so shitty, but it was like kind of an endearing shitty, because it was like you can obviously tell it was fake, but it was kind of funny seeing like them trying to replicate like celebrities and like trying to do like all the kind of random shit that you were trying to prompt it. So that was actually kind of fun. Now AI is where it is now, which is, yeah, general, you know, this, right? It's just it's not good. It's too much, you know. It's too realistic, all that stuff. So I guess I'll do this one. I remember that was fun. Now things are too realistic. Yeah, exactly. It's I mean, with some stuff you can still tell, like, oh yeah, this is 100% AI art, or like AI generated text or something like that. But it is kind of scary seeing like how like there are images and stuff that's like being produced out there that is actually very, very well done, unfortunately. So it's crazy. Crazy world we're living in. Shaking my head. I mean, don't get me wrong, AI does have some uses. I say this as somebody who's actually using it for like my work stuff. And the way I'm doing it is like, because I'm building out like an application, and me as like kind of somebody who's trained as like data analytics has no clue, to be honest, about like anything for like creating an application using those softwares and stuff. So that's where the whole AI and vibe coding comes in, and it actually is like pretty. It actually is a. I mean, granted, you still need to be, you know, like carefully keep an eye out to make sure it's not doing, you know, terribly stupid things, but there are some pretty actually decently good coding tools to help you get started on that stuff. And I've been. It's been a little bit of a trial and error. This is the whole shit that I've been doing with the last week, is trying to create this application. But it's kind of crazy that it actually has kind of been working out decently well. And yeah, within the short amount of time that I was able to do that, I was able to get something going. So whereas it would have probably taken me at least weeks to try and figure out like how to work the softwares and stuff. So there is some use there, I guess. Granted, vibe coding is, again, I think another kind of thing that people are like not really big fans of, which is understandable, because it's like, you know, mass producing like shittily produced vibe coded stuff is not the best thing in the world. So that's where you have to have, again, that's where you have to be very diligent in being able to kind of understand and see like what's going on and make sure it's doing stuff right, and like nothing is horribly messed up and all that. But like AI does have, it's a thing where it's like AI does really have like uses. The only problem is we're using it for shit that it should not really be used for, like art or like creative stuff. It's the whole thing where it's like, you know, I wanted AI to do like the stuff that is like menial labor so I can do like the creative stuff, but instead AI is doing the creative stuff, and it's just like, where it's like this weird kind of like mindset there. It's really stupid. It's the big buzzword pretty much. 455. There we go. Love to see it. One thing that I like is the Grok translation. That's a good use for AI. Translation has always been kind of a decently good use for AI. I kind of hesitated a little bit because I have seen some mistranslations that have come out there, but I mean, out of all the things that AI is being used for, translation is actually pretty decent. So that is a good one. I think another good use I've seen is like in, like, for example, like the medical field, where there's like cases where it's like stuff of like trying to find, like, upon like millions and millions of like test cases and uses and stuff like that, like the AI can find patterns and like be able to kind of analyze all that stuff within seconds and like minutes, where normally it'd take like years to try and find that stuff. That stuff is actually like super useful, and I think that's where AI can really shine. And that's not even really AI technically. Like, if you think about it, like AI is such a like big like kind of umbrella term where, in a way, like, you know, artificial intelligence, it comes down to like, you know, there are certain types of like, you know, there's like large language models, which is a lot of like kind of chat GPT and stuff. There's also stuff like other kind of like advanced machine learning models and all that. Like true AI is kind of like really honestly rare to see. But again, AI is the trendy term of the hour. Not so much hour, of the recent days. So of course people are gonna stuff it in everything. Yeah, people using fire just to commit arson instead of cooking. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I think that's one of the biggest problems with AI is like people, because it's such a trendy buzzword, people and like companies and like executives and all that are just trying to like stuff it in their products without really thinking about like a use case for it. It becomes a thing where it's like, you know, instead of trying to find a problem that AI can solve, it's more like, you know, like they're just trying to, or like instead of solving the problems that they already know about with AI, they're just trying to find a problem to solve with AI. So it's like, you know, it's this whole thing of like yeah, let's just put it in there, stuff it in there, let's just see what happens. And it's just like, well, you didn't really need to do that, but okay, I guess. Agentic AI, whatever, all that terms there. Oh yeah. It's honestly, it's been a lot of discussions about that, both in my non-personal life per se, but like very much work for sure. That has been a big topic for a lot of work meetings and discussions and stuff. It's becoming more and more prevalent. I hate all of these options. I guess I'll just go with this one. Yeah, this one. I remember the Cygames AI Studio thing. Whatever happened to that? Oh yeah, that was a whole shitstorm. And I remember I was also doing the thing of like, man, this is setting a bad precedent where like if you know, generative AI assets and shit ever hit Umamusume, I'm quitting. Even with the amount that I've committed in this game, in this franchise, for however long I've been in it. You know, the moment something like that touches it, I'm out. I'm outie. But yeah, I haven't seen much about that since then. I'm sure it was just them announcing the fact that they had that studio made up, but nothing really coming out of that. I think probably also the fact that there was such big backlash from it didn't help either. And then people were like, okay, maybe we shouldn't make this so. Maybe we shouldn't, you know, be touting this so much. You know, people are not very happy about it. I am kind of glad, though, that there is, and I don't know, I could be wrong on this, but it does feel like the general consensus for most people, for a good majority of people, is that AI not good. We don't like seeing things with AI, like, especially like stuff like art and like music and stuff, like AI art, bleh. Like, disgusting. But I don't know. I think about that, but then it's just like I hear discussions from my coworkers about, like, for example, like one of them talking about how like they use like AI music programming generate like yeah, programs to generate music with AI and stuff, and I'm just sitting here thinking like, okay, yeah, sure, okay, cool, and then like there's a whole discussion about, yeah, I'm using AI, I have all these like what chatbots to help me with my daily life and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, buddy, and he like the one of my coworkers was even going out of his way to be like, yeah, I've been thinking about creating like a female influencer and stuff to like, you know, like kind of like a social media thing, and like trying to I don't know, not make money off of that, but like kind of like figure out how to create that. And I'm just thinking like, oh man, okay, buddy, I guess, sure. This is also the same guy that I think is a little bit relies too much a little bit on what is it, not pseudoscience, what's the term, like homeopathic like stuff for like medicine and stuff, because he touts about how like, oh, like I saw this person like talking about like using xylitol and all that stuff, and I don't go to the dentist anymore, and then it's just like, okay, buddy, sure, whatever you say. And then now he's doing this whole experiment where he's like wearing barefoot shoes because he's like, oh, like if I do this, then like my arch, then the arch of my foot reestablishes itself or whatever, and like it's blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, buddy, sure, whatever you say. So it's like I just nod, and I'm just like, okay, cool, yeah, you do you. Yeah. You know, sometimes you just gotta keep your mouth shut, because if you say the shit that you want to say, it doesn't come out good. It's something you learn in life, is you just gotta know when to say your piece. I just hate the use of Gen AI in creative fields. Oh, 100%. It's so unnecessary too, because it's like, again, not Gen A, but like AI, Gen AI, all that shit has a lot, like I said before, has a lot of good uses. Why do we have to infect like creative fields with that shit? Like make people like lose their jobs over it, all that stuff, and it's just like, now there's this whole, like, I'm in like a whole bunch of like art channels like on Discords and stuff, and like there's so much of like I see it every day where people are just like kind of like, oh, this art looks really weird, is it AI generated? And then now there's this whole witch hunt every time like an artist posts something, and it's like, oh, is this really AI generated? I can't tell. And it's like, oh, this looks off, this looked, and it's just like, God, it's so it's terrible. I hate it. I hate this timeline that we're living here. It is what it is, though, you know? You just gotta deal sometimes. But anyway, that's enough about AI. Let's get back into Umamusume, which, as far as I know, has not been touched by AI just yet, so TBD on that one. But so far we're still here, we're still enjoying we're just here for the cute horse girls, you know? It is what it is. This is not my favorite. Let's go. Yeah, usually on Twitter I can tell if an artist is AI or not by seeing who follows them. That, and then also, like, sometimes artists are nice enough to explicitly say, like, oh, AI assisted or AI generated or shit like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, nope. You can also tell sometimes where it's like if they post, like, really frequently, you know, like, something's gotta be up with that. I mean, maybe not, that's not the telltale, but, like, that's, like, maybe a sign. Anyway, yeah, okay, enough about that. Top 3 Uma, go. Oh, 100% easy. Ines Fujin, Dansu Flame, Nice Nature. Yes, I know, Nature being third is an irony, but that's how that works. I can even go as far as to say top 6 so far. I need to go back to my tier list to create the top 10, but at least top 6 is what I've narrowed so far, is Ines, Dansu, Nature, Tannhäuser, Oguri Cap, Tamamocross. So it's kind of funny because, like, you know, we have the top 2, or top 1 especially, Ines being kind of the less popular character. I can definitely say that because in Fanime I did not see any artists or booths that had any art of her, unfortunately. But yeah, Ines. And then, like, you know, Dansu is kind of popular because she was in the movie, but she's definitely lags in comparison to the rest of her gen mates, like Takio and Cafe, Buckets. And mind you, I also like Buckets, so, you know, that's fine too. Takio, not so much, but, you know, that's a subject for another day. And then after that, it's kind of like, you know, like the fairly popular global Umas. You know, you have Nature, Tannhäuser, Okuri Cat, Tama. I think Spez definitely in there too. Gold Chip's also pretty high up. But it is, I need to, again, we finally fucking, oh, now it shows up twice. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you very much for giving me the thing I want after 600 tries. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining, at least I finally fucking got it. Amazing. Should I use it now? Yeah, I should use it now. Okay. Nice. I think my top 10 is pretty set in stone. Shuval, Kita-san, Teo, Virginia, Virlo, Shion, Gentle Donna, McQueen, Laurel, Brewership. It's a very good list. Very good list. I approve of most of those characters. I won't say which ones I don't, but I don't really hate any Umas per se. I think the only Uma that I really don't like is Mejiro Ramonu. But I can still see some good qualities in her, kind of, maybe, if I really look closely. But yeah, she's not really my favorite. My favorite is watching Paka lives where the VAs talk about their audition stories. That is kind of funny, but it also does make me feel really old, right? Because I remember, wasn't there one that was like one? I think it was the VA of Marsh was talking about how she was in middle school or something when she heard the Umapyoi song, and I'm like, oh fuck me. Oh, that wasn't even that long ago, but okay, I my bones are crumbling. I see how it is. Yeah, Marsh. Yep. Okay, I see how it is. That's fun. I love getting older. This is my life now. It's literally that one GIF of I don't know who it was, but it's like the guy like slowly becoming an old man. Like that's a classic. I love that GIF. Jeff. My name Jeff. My name GIF. I don't like any of these. Hello? Okay. It froze for a second. Let's see. Okay, actually, the weight is actually not really that great. Let's get that going, I guess. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna get 455 or sorry 858. I already got 455. 455, 858, whatever the hell you want to call it. I haven't gotten those. Or I did get 455. I haven't gotten the TBD on the 858. Actually, hold on. There's still some time. We might have a chance. Well, not if we're doing Takarazuka Kinen. Uh-oh, what happened to Chaos Miracle over here? Yes. Okay. I remember Shuval's VA, Natsuyoshi, was originally auditioning for Duramente until they decided that she fit the voice of Shuval better. It's kind of fun hearing, like, the stories of all the, kind of the auditions and stuff, and how stuff, came about. It reminds me of who was it? It was a panel that I went to for one of the for a Seiyu back when I was went to ASEN one time, Anime Central. Was it Machan's VA? It was somebody's VA. Yeah, I think it was Machan's VA because she's also the voice of another character in in Idolmaster Cinderella Girls, which I know that there's so many characters from that. But she was talking about how she auditioned for a whole bunch of other characters in the Cinderella Girls franchise, which I remember she said, like, oh, keep this a secret, don't tell anybody. And I say that, and I don't remember who she said anyway, so I guess it's all for moot. One of the characters I think I do remember is very popular in the English sphere, though, so it is kind of funny, you know, what if alternate reality sort of thing, where, you know, what if she got that role, and then, you know, what if that character sounded different? When the director heard you got Otsubo talks, and she was like, yep, you're Taiki Shuttle. Yep, exactly. It's like, oh yeah, you sound American enough. You know, you got that American in you. You got that Southern drawl in you. You can be a Taiki Shuttle. It's funny how that works out. Because wasn't there also another example of, this is like way, way, way back, the voice of Chica from Love Light Sunshine, was, or like Aqua, I guess, was supposed to be, I think, one of like the main characters. Maybe Spare, or was it Teo? Like one of the characters. I don't remember the exact story, but it was something like that, or like she was originally listed to be one of those. Which that would have been really funny to see how if that did work out. And I'm sure there's other stories as well of like character or like of Seiyu like auditioning for other characters, and then it's like, oh wait, this character might actually be better. It really does kind of play into a whole, you know, what if sort of thing. Alternate universes, it's always fun to kind of think about that, but again, it comes down to a whole like, you know, it's a fun thinking exercise, but also it's like, well, it's also the past is the past, and we're living in the now. It's time to live in the now. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. I love that. I love that. It's not even a GIF. I love that reaction video way more than I should, honestly. But oh my god. I don't know if I should go for that though, but that's really tempting. I really wish this showed up in any of these other ones, but oh, here it comes. Here he comes.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
Well, you heard Filthy Frank. I guess it's time to stop this run. No, I'm just kidding. I'll get back to it. I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry, Joji. Man, speaking of which, how I have not. Oh shit, they've announced stuff for. They've already announced stuff for. Oh my god, all the way until November. Damn. I mean, we already knew about next month's. Not next, or like July. I'm still fucking curious to see what the requirements are for the 3,600 meter race. That's gonna be really interesting, especially with the. By that time, the ramen scenario is gonna be a thing. So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I got the 3,600 meter. We got the and no debuffs either. That's the other thing too. Like if that wasn't there, there would be so many like 1 ace 2 debuff teams. But yeah, I imagine it's gonna be. Yeah, right, like 2,000 stamina. Oh boy. Yeah, League of Heroes, and then we have what? Champions Meeting Mile, Champions Meeting Classic, and then League of Heroes long version. Okay, fun stuff. Fun. Alright, let's get back to it. Our standard break. It was time to stop. Okay. What was I doing? Right, I was debating whether or not I want to do this. Yeah, I guess. It's not gonna... I'll get close, but it's not gonna directly get me to max. I should be fine. Although, oh man, that energy is not... That energy is big oof. So... yeah, let's do that. Okay, that should get us a little bit more comfortable. I'm so glad debuffs are gone. Like 90% of my lobbies had double debuff was one of the meta Umas. Oh yeah, I remember, what CM was it? I think it was like the last classic CM. That was definitely the case. And I will say that I am the problem because I also did that for my strategy. I think I had like Jungle Bucket. I had Bucket with like 2 debuffers. Like I had Evil Nature and like a Grass Wonder. I will say, using that strategy unfortunately actually does work because I actually did get a Group A Finals win there. But I didn't feel good about it. So I'm glad that they're enforcing the whole thing with the no debuffs because it's an annoying thing. It's just like it just ends up being a whole like it's just boring because then it's like, okay, you only really have like if you're doing that and then like the other 2 are doing that as well, you only really have like 3 Umas that are like competing in the whole race. So it's not very fun to watch. In Before New Scenario is perfect for longs. I mean, it's been a while since they've had like specialized strategies? No, scenarios. Like I think the last one was the mecha scenario. Technically that was supposed to be for medium longs. I think It's probably going to be the case where, right, because like the minimums for each of the scenarios does get increased, so it's probably going to be the case where it's like maybe the minimum stamina, or not the minimum, sorry, the maximum stamina for the next scenario is going to be like 2,000 or something, and then it's probably going to keep the same, like, it's probably going to be like, what, 2,100, 2,000, 1,700, 1,700, 1,700, so I could definitely see that happening. Especially with the new Zenkai Spurt, it hurts a lot. Yeah, that's true. The Zenkai Spurt mechanic, it's, God, I still reminded of that video with like Almond Eye just like suddenly zooming into the front and then just like stopping on a time because it was still early and they like kind of, it was buggy, so it was just hilarious seeing like her suddenly just stopping. Like, oh yeah, this is correct. This is what the game has intended. This is what they wanted. Leave it to Psy Games to quality test everything that they're doing, because of course they do not. Otherwise we wouldn't have the whole shenanigans with the freaking Christmas Oguri and all that shit. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Oh man, I'm really... Okay, better hope this last turn has something good. Stats-wise, this has not been the best run, but I think we can make it work, maybe, question mark? If we can get a good... Please give me a good wit training, maybe? Or something good. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Risking it. That's fair. Oh, what in the fuck? That's not what you want to see. That's absolutely tragic. That is what we, yes, indeed, that is a big oof. That is what we call a big oof. Speaking of which, I need to implement, man, I need to, cause one of my ideas for, like, I don't know if it's channel points or bits or something, but one of the ideas I had was, soundboard. So I definitely want to do something like that, because there's definitely, like, a lot of, like, I mean, if you've been watching me, you know I do a lot of references to, like, stuff like SpongeBob, Vine quotes, so something like that, whether that be, like, a random thing, or, like, whether that be, like, something you have to select from a website. I've been kind of thinking about that, but I haven't looked too deeply into it, but that could be something kind of fun to do. Among other things, I talked with one of my friends who's also a streamer, and we were sharing ideas about stuff to do, and like I gave him some pretty good ideas, he gave me some good ideas, so it was a nice kind of collaborative thing. This is actually the same guy who was tagging along, who was tagging along with me last week when we were going to like the Nintendo store in San Francisco and walking around our old college campus, because we actually both went to the same college together. We actually knew each other from back then, so it's kind of funny that we've rekindled as streaming buddies. But yeah, I definitely have more ideas. I mean, I know I have a lot of channel point redeems, but I definitely want to at least get a little bit more creative, and maybe even like, I know with bits and stuff I don't have anything set up for that yet. But I talked before about how I want wait, hold on, why do I have Ote? Wait, what? Why do I... What, huh? What, wait, what? Did I use the wrong... Wait a second. Wait a second. Did I just yeah, I know it's not... Okay, you know what? Shut up. I don't care. I know this is applicable for the next CM. Did I use the wrong deck this whole time? Did I really? Did I really just do that? I guess we'll find out. But if I just did that, that would be unfortunate. No, I didn't. I did not. I definitely used Tap Dance City. Oh, you know what happened? I had Air Groove, but I think I accidentally selected the top option because I was so used to selecting that for Olte, but I forgot this is a front runner. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert Umamusume game player. I've been playing this game for 5+ years, and I know what I'm doing. Please, please trust. Trust in me. I know. I've won sometimes. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think I've mentioned this yet, but I have mentioned, right, that I'm going to Offkai Expo. I'm also going to Anime Expo, but that's neither here nor there. But for Offkai, Offkai actually has a whole bunch of obviously they have like competitions. One of the competitions they actually have is like a Uma like I guess competition or whatever, similar to like the other like esports like Smash Bros and all those other stuff. But they have one for Uma, so I actually signed up for it. So they haven't announced anything in terms of like the tracks or any aptitudes or stuff. And again, this is English as well, so I'm kind of hinted at the fact that my cards there aren't as good as it is here, but it might still be fun. And I'm hoping that by then the Grand Life scenario comes out so that I don't have to worry about fucking doing Track Blazer. But that's just, I guess, putting it out there that whenever they do announce the track aptitudes and all that stuff and the conditions, I will start doing some streams to start preparing for that. Because I actually do want to do really well in that and show off my skills and be like, hey, look at me, it's Chino the Penguin, and wow, come to my streams, and whatever, I don't know, but like, yeah, that'd be kind of fun, so... More to come on that, but again, they haven't announced any details on the tracks and stuff. As far as I know, I guess I could check right now, but when I signed up, I didn't see anything, so we'll have to see. Hopefully they announce something soon, because want to have ample time to prepare for it, so I'm sure they're going to announce before. They definitely have to announce before the competition. Imagine if they don't, and you have to do training the day of or whatever. That would be chaotic. You ain't not okay. You know what? This is actually not too bad. I mean, this is definitely not the Ines I'm going to be bringing, but this is actually not the worst, you know? And second place, too. Look at that, second place. Out of all the Ineses that I trained, out of the 439 million, I think like low-key 400 million of that, like a good majority, I probably is just my fan runs, because I use Ines for my fan runs and stuff, but that's still fucking crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping this should be pretty fun. Pretty interesting. Like I said, I mean, I don't have the best support cards on the English side, so I'm kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage compared to here, but hopefully I should have, and like I said, it's Offkai isn't until like late July, so I'm really hoping by then we should have the new scenario, so I don't have to, I should be a little bit more prepared and better for the whatever is to come there. Right, there she is, Gentle Donner. Gentle Doomer. If I ever do one of those, it'll be when Shuval comes out. The other thing, yeah, the thing about that, and I'm not sure what the thing is, it's probably going to be... I kind of hope it's going to be like a Tokyo mid-mile, because if it is, Ines might be a pretty good candidate for that. Low-key, probably not, because the most recent CM on the English side was, I think, Tokyo... Wasn't it like Tokyo? It was Japan Derby, or Japanese Derby, so... She was actually kind of meta in that anyway, so... And I'm sure they're probably not going to repeat that, otherwise people are just going to bring the ones they have for CM anyway, so that's just going to be kind of boring. Gonna show off my Shuval against all the meta runners. Yeah, exactly. Just be like, yeah, fuck your metas, fuck your Christmas Oguris and your I don't know, gold chips and your end closers and all that. I got Shuval grand. Okay. Let's see here. I know we're only 2.5 hours in, but like I said, I think I want to keep this short because my throat is still kind of feeling it after the effects of last Fanime. But before we end off, I know we talked about it, we mentioned it in stream, it is technically today in Japan, it is the birthday of this very marvelous Uma. And it's kind of hilarious because it lies on a Sunday. Marvelous Sunday's birthday this year lies on a Sunday. So in honor of that, and even though I don't really love her too much, in honor of that, I think we have to, obligatory, let's end stream on a Marvelous Sunday run with Beyond Dreams. How long has it been since I've done a Marvelous Sunday run? It's been fucking forever, I think. Let me check on the last Marvelous Sunday run I had. Check on my yeah, let's see. Yeah, look at some of these characters I have not touched in years. Like for example, I think like this Rice Shower. What was the last run I did with this? 2020. This was like 4+ years ago. Holy fuck. Some of these characters I've gotten I haven't even done any runs with, like this version of like these versions of like winning ticket and all that stuff. And like for like this Ancient Flash also haven't touched in like 4+ years as well. I'm trying to think what is probably maybe is this I'm trying to see what might be the most oldest one. I'd probably have to sort by like ranking or something. With like the A+ and stuff. But that Vice Shower probably, or not that Vice Shower, but whatever I had with that A+. What was that? The oh yeah, that Ancient Flash. The Valentine's Flash. That's probably the one that I have not touched in the longest time. Damn. Yeah, that's the welcome to day one Uma player right here. You got the whole range of ratings, ranging from A+ all the way to the US. Good old US of A. But if we're talking Marvelous Sunday, she came out. When did she come out? Yeah, UG7. So the last time I played anything with her was oh my god, what scenario? This is the Grandmaster scenario. Oh my lord. This is the three. Is this the three goddesses, or is this the three? This is the three goddesses. Yeah. So oh my god, it has been 3 years since I played this. Okay, well, let's. I think it's gonna be pretty easy to high score then. Let's do it. And actually, since we're not training for CM anymore, I'm gonna put this away. Okay. All right, Marvelous. Let's see what you got. Let's play a new drinking game. Every time she says Marvelous, take a God, if you do that, you're gonna fucking die. Even just taking a drink. Every time she says Marvelous, take a drink, I think you die within like 10 minutes. I should do that. Every time she says Marvelous, take a sip of water. See how quick I can get this whole cup of water. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's start now. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this fun drinking game of Marvelous Sunday. Every time she says Marvelous, take a sip of water. And see how quickly this almost full cup, not full, but like maybe 2/3 full cup of water can go down. Let's see. Oliver Soul song, it's such a fun song. Marvelous Sunday time. It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe for sure. It fits her to a T. Let's see. I mean, we're not doing this for serious, so let me just, low-key, I'm just gonna do auto. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. That's an interesting combination, but sure, I guess we'll do that. Actually, I don't really, let me see. I feel like I should have some better parents. Hold on a minute. I know I said I shouldn't worry about this, but kind of want somebody that can give her, yeah, a good aptitude for long and a good aptitude for mile. I mean, she's mainly late surger, right? I mean, you see she's pace late, but like, I think her skills are mainly for late, if I remember. Yeah, she has non-stop girl, she has that one, she has like, yeah, right, this aptitude for late, and yeah, she has this, so 100% I think she's suited to be a late surger. So in that case, let me see who I have for that. Guess it really doesn't matter too much. I mean, yeah, Gold City, whatever, and then let's see who else. I can get somebody that might have a mile and long aptitude, so I can get all A's in that for whatever reason, selfishly. Do I have anybody like that? Probably not. Machitan, no. Bucket, no. Gantu. It's either one or the other. I'm not seeing both, unfortunately. I probably have to scroll a bit more down for that. I guess I can go for maybe long, so yeah, let's put Machitan in there. Watch get a scenario record with her. Oh, let's not. I'm just kidding. Okay, we'll try and get like a good score. Maybe I'll even do. Let me think. Let's use this one. Let's use the same deck I'm using for Still over here. Right? Okay, there we go. Alright, time to be marvelous. Let's see, let's see. Oh, there's another marvelous. You're gonna see me move like this a lot because I'm gonna be taking a lot of sips of water. Okay. Oh, there's another one. We're not even in the first turn and we've already it's already 3. We're already gone. I need to take account of this. 3. Okay. Alright, well that's Marvelous Sunday. Yeah, BC Turf is fine, let's do it. Marvelous count. Yeah, like, let me put up a Marvelous counter real quick. I'm not gonna actually keep track on the screen because that's gonna take way too long, but oh, there's another one. Oh my god, this may have been a bad idea, even with just water. Yeah, I'll keep it in my head. That's 4 so far? Okay, good. Okay, thank god. I thought she was gonna say it again. Fuck. That's 5. Is it drink when she's audibly said the line or when there's Marvelous written in the dialogue? I say when it's audible because if we're going with oh fuck me. Fuck. I'm gonna count that. Because if we're going with when it's said, I feel like it's gonna be so much more. It's low key probably gonna be every sentence. So okay, that was 6. All right. Oh, thank God. I heard the M and I was like, no, please, no. This reminds me of when I had a drinking game with one of my friends. I think we were watching Origairu. It was like if you don't know, it's like an anime. I think it's like Yahari Ore no Seishun love comedy wa machigate-iru, which is like my teen romantic comedy snafu or whatever. I think it's the official English title. Or like my romantic comedy is wrong as I expected. Okay, I'm gonna try and make sure she does not say the words that she says, so I can prevent as many you-know-whats as possible. Fuck you. Okay, that's 7. But we were having a drinking contest where I think I think we took a shot every time Yui says "ya hello" because that's kind of one of her like trademark phrases. So we got pretty crunk by like the mid, because I think we were watching like the first season. We were trying to go for the second. I think we were trying to watch all. This is back when there was only 2 seasons, so we were trying to get to like the second season. But I think by the first season we were like, no, we need to stop. This is not good. This is not good for our livers. All right. Nope. I saw that. I saw it come in. I'm gonna prevent you from saying it right now. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, we're at 7 right now. I'm like keeping the number at the back of my head. I know maybe I should be keeping track somewhere, but I feel like it's gonna take too long otherwise. And I have you guys to keep me honest with stuff. Oh, she actually doesn't say it here. Oh my God. Wow, the rare sentence where she actually doesn't say the word. That's amazing. I can't believe it. It's what an absolute miracle. Speaking of which, I have not gotten any of that, so let's get Casino Drive in here so I can actually get the date event. Date event? Nope. I actually kind of need the energy right now. Nope. Oh, I saw that she happened like twice. I think she was about to say it like 2 times, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Oh, shoot, I need to get, Loves is very far behind. Loves only you. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I actually kind of need to get focus on Loves here. Oh, come on, that dang it. Okay, well that was number 8. Okay, I think I actually need to do a healing here, which is probably not the best idea. Please do it on Loves, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna go with that option there. Okay. Nope. Okay. Me with my friends on last Halloween had a Twilight drinking game, and on season 3, I think drink whenever there's jorts on screen. I passed out midway. That's funny. Yeah, I've done on stream. I've had like a drunk Fall Guys before, where I think like depending on how far I went, is like take shot the number of according shots, and it's like if you win the round, then you don't have to drink. But it's like if you lose in the final, take one. If you like, or like I think it was it? I think it was actually based on medal. So like if you get like the gold medal, don't take a shot. If you get silver, take one or something like that. Or no, that was drinks. I think. I don't remember. I don't remember the exact game, but either way, it was pretty chaotic. That was fun. A fucker. Okay, number 9. God, I'm so glad I'm not actually doing this as an alcohol. Imagine if you're actually doing this as like an actual alcoholic drinking game. Like I said, I think you would absolutely die. Even if we're doing even if we're just doing like drinks and not shots, like you would probably pass out. That was number 9, by the way, I think, right? Yeah, okay, number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Nope. Passed out half. I don't know why I'm not saying the word. I'm treating this word as if it's like he who must not be said or whatever. But and it's not like if I say it, it doesn't count. If I say it, it counts because it doesn't. So you know, I can say marvelous how many times I want because that is. It's funny because that is her nickname too. It's like she says it so much goddamn time. It's like a Pokemon. She says it so many goddamn times, but it's like just saying her own name. But that is also her way of life, so like, you know, it kind of ties in together in that way. But yes, marvelous indeed. We have not even done the debut race, and we've already had 9 marvelouses. This has been quite the journey. Nope. No, I thought she was about to say it. That's number 10. By the way, I was gonna say that if I know the announcer is about to say your name, that doesn't count. I think it's the number of times that Marvelous Sunday says marvelous. Number 10. Okay. Uma Pokemon Marvelous versus Bakshin. There are a lot of, honestly, there are some pretty good candidates for that kind of if we're talking like Umas that say their name a lot. Because there are characters that refer to themselves as like the character, like Karen, like Shinko Windy. Ines does that occasionally. She calls herself Ines One-chan. Who else? There's definitely other characters that, but no, I think to your point, Bakshin and Marvelous are like the top 2, mainly because Bakshin does the whole thing with like Bakshin, like she does her whole she lives Bakshin, and then yeah, Marvelous lives Marvelous. So I think those 2 are the biggest contenders for most Uma Pokemon. Okay, what do we doing here? Nope. I'm gonna stop you right there, Marvelous Sunday. I'm gonna cut the cord on that one. Fucker, I was too late on that. 11. Okay, 12? This is the worst idea ever. Dude, I mean, good to keep hydrated, honestly. Like, this is good for hydration purposes, but also, like, man, I am just... This is, if you're following along and actually playing this as a drinking game, I'm so sorry. This is not the one you want to be playing. Marvelous hydration, yeah. You see the Japanese Derby, I think you'll love it. Is it Ines involved? Let's take a... no, don't say the words. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up Twitter real quick. See what we got. Actually, hold on, I need to... Umamusume. No, Umamusume. Oh god, I never remember the actual... Yeah, it's Umamusume, okay. Oh, that's awesome, I love that. Okay, I gotta give that a like later. I'm surprised, low-key. I mean, I know Ines is famous for her Japanese Derby win, so I mean, it makes sense, but I'm a happy man that they actually reference Ines. And oh, that's so cute, she still has her visor. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. For those of y'all that are curious. Okay. Take a break from the Marvelous for a second. Desktop. This shit. That's cute. I like that. You got Ines and you got Vine, of course. You know they were roommates, and they were roommates. That's kind of the fun retro. You know, you got the retro effect here. Nippon Dabi. Yeah, Ines, of course, still has the trademark sun visor and the trademark ear cap and the trademark freckles and all that good stuff. That's fun. I like that. All right, back to Marvelous. Back to Marvelous Hell. Okay. All right. We're at 12, right? Yeah, 12. I remember numbers. I freaking went to school for math, so I would think that I'm pretty good with numbers. It's cute. Yeah, it's pretty cute. I'll have to give that a like later. And give it a good old Twitter like. It's rare to see any Ines stuff, so you know I will absolutely take any scraps that side games will give me. Okay, thank God. I'm just so worried that she's gonna say it. I guess the rainbow training lines could take away her marvelous lines. Ooh, that is a good point, and I feel like that's gonna be very more prevalent later on in the career. So, looking forward to when that happens. Okay, thank God. I hear and I'm like no, no. They played Voltage at the race course. Ooh, that's fun. I know. I think the last cosplay meetup that they had at Santa Anita, I think one of the trumpeters or whatever played what did they played a song. I think they played what was it called, the opening song of the game, Girls Legend U. Yeah, they played that. That's what it's called. Thank you. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's nice to see that the courses are embracing sort of the Umas, you know, getting people to come over to the race course and watch real life horses and get that connection. So that's pretty fun. Oof, I don't love what I'm seeing here. Thinking. Okay, thank you, Aircrew, for existing. Less chances for Marvelous. Oh, there she is. There she is being Marvelous. She doesn't say it there. Okay, I think after the initial rush of Marvelous, I think we're not going to get as much now, so we can take a little bit of a break, thank God. And now we can actually focus on what we actually need to focus on, which is the training course here. Not training course, the actual training here. Okay, I let that play out on purpose. You know, why not? 13. Okay. God, I am if there's one thing about this is that I am very hydrated, so, you know, that is a good thing, because, you know, hydrate or dehydrate, but, man, at what cost? Well, there was no avoiding that one. That was literally the first line she said. That was literally the first line, 14. Okay. I need to take a break from the drinking. Let me pull up what Gabe just put with the Voltage race course, and we can take a quick look at that, just so I can take a little bit of a water break. Oh, this is a long video actually. Well, that's fine. Let me gotta move OBS over. Okay. Desktop. Let's give it a listen. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. You know what this reminds me of? I know that's actually pretty quiet. Okay, there we go. I was like, that's actually kind of quiet. Born to drink, forced to piss. That is pretty much me after every stream, though, because I do try to hydrate a lot, and then I have a big ass cup that I have my water for, and I am very well hydrated. But then it also comes down to, oof, you know, it's got to come out somewhere. So. Is this Tokyo, by the way? Like, where is it? I don't think this is Tokyo. I noticed that they have the stuff, the odds for the Nippon Dabi, but I'm assuming that may not. Where is this? This is Tokyo? Oh, okay. That's fun. There we go. Oh, bless you. Yeah, what I was gonna say was this reminds me of the of whenever I go to like football games and stuff, more specifically like college football games, like, you know, obviously they had the band out at like halftime and they'd all play kind of like the not classic songs, but like they play like, they have the halftime show and they'd play like all sorts of like kind of pop songs, and it's like the marching band equivalent of that. I mean, this definitely gives off those vibes for sure. Nice. I need to go. I need to get back to watching another game live. It's been a while since I've been to any like football game live. And the last game I went to was probably, what was the last game I went to? I wasn't back home or something. It wasn't been that long ago, but I've been to quite a few college football games. I've actually never been to an NFL game. It's always obviously been a dream as a Packers fan to go to Lambeau Field one of these days. Maybe one of these days. It's a little bit harder now that I live halfway across the country from there. But you know what does suck though is that the Packers are actually playing at LA. They're playing the Rams this season or next season. But the fucking worst part about that is that, yeah, clap, clap, yay, good job everybody. The worst part about that is that they're playing during they're playing Thanksgiving week. And what even sucks more about that is they're playing Thanksgiving week Wednesday, which is so stupid. If you don't follow football, like, you don't they don't usually play on Wednesdays, the NFL. They usually play like Sundays, and maybe there's a Monday night football game, and then they've gotten really crazy with the Thursday night games, but that's usually pretty much it. And then suddenly they've added like a Friday game for like Black Friday for Thanksgiving weekend, and now they've announced the freaking Wednesday game, which is so fucking stupid. Granted, both the Packers and the Rams have a bye week before that, so it kind of makes up for that, but it's still really fucking stupid that it's like, you know, you have it's like a random ass Wednesday game. And what sucks even more about that is the fact that I'm gonna be back home, because I usually go back home during Thanksgiving and the holidays, so I won't be able to watch the Packers in LA. And I was actually kind of looking forward to that, because I was like, oh man, they're gonna be at SoFi, and it is kind of a journey for me, but I can figure that out and then, you know, be able to watch them live. But no, you know, it doesn't work like that. So Tokyo is written there, so I assume, yeah. What was it really? Am I really that stupid? Hold on. Am I actually that stupid? Let me see this. I mean, yes, Tokyo is written there, but like it's not like in the racetrack anywhere. It just says it on the scoreboard, so I was thinking, oh, they're probably just this could be like a different track that's just listing out stuff for Tokyo. But also, you know, I mean, I see your point. Anyway. This was literally just an hour ago. I'm assuming, yeah, because this is probably for preparations for all the races, all of the Japan Cup that's about to, or the Japanese Derby that's coming out, starting pretty soon. When is it starting anyway? It's gonna be like maybe like in a few hours, right? So that's gonna be fun stuff there. That means I should probably end stream soon so that we can get that all ready to go. Oh shoot, am I not gonna have enough for... Wait, no, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm so marvelous pilled right now that I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Okay, there we go. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, so 140. Okay, we should end stream by then. I think this is gonna be the I think this is probably gonna be the last run. So We'll leave you all to it. And the count is at 14, so I'm pretty sure it's at 14, so... Oh boy, what do we got? Nope, I heard her say ma, but am I gonna count that? Nah, well, I don't know. Do we count that? The ma? She barely said like the first like kind of part there. I don't know if I count that. I'm not gonna count it. Okay. Right. Let's see. Okay. Wow. You can count that one. 15. Okay. Thank God that Adovu is here to save me from potential Marvelous. Thank you. Also, I just realized how imbalanced my supports are when we have Red Desire at E, meanwhile Yanko's at a B, and it's like, that doesn't seem good. It's okay, she'll catch up, or I should force her to catch up because she needs to be at a minimum D, I think, so, or C. C? D? I don't remember. I guess we'll see right now. Yeah, C. Okay, yeah, she really needs to desperately catch up then. So we'll do it right now. Also, it took me a little bit to realize this, but it is kind of funny. If you look at Marvelous Sunday, it's just like she has obviously she has the flower she has here, but the way she has it is just like tied on her head. It's just really funny to me. Right? Because you see the little bow on her cheek, or on her chin there, and that's because she just has it wrapped around her head like that. And then I just thought that was really funny. Like, I feel like there's a better way of putting that on there, but you know, I guess it's Marvelous, so that has to be so restricted though, because that's wrapping around your face, right? So it's like, it feels like it'll just be like, if I'm simulating it right now, it's like, oh yeah, like moving your mouth, and it's like that just feels like that would be really that just get really annoying. I don't know. Maybe that's why that's not. Maybe that's why that's the first time I've seen something like that for a character, because it's like, that just does not seem very practical or realistic, honestly. No, hold on. Yeah, I bailed real quick because I wanted to see. Okay. Oh, there's Bucket. Oof, 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 oof. I'm gonna do something kind of crazy here. It's called the Dreams Training. And I'm gonna do it on... Well, I think I have to do it here, because you see the difference in SP as the skill points. It ain't... That is not worth... what is this? I don't need the mood up, that's for sure, so I'll take this one. Hey, way. Nope. I saw it coming from a mile away, and I'm like, haha, nope. No, thank you. Okay, I think if I can get Yonko up to A, I should be good for 455, so... That's, this one, okay. Okay, thank you for not saying your trademark. It's been a little bit, actually, hold on. Well, I think this is gonna be... We can't avoid that. 16. Man, it came hot and heavy for like the first few phrasing, right? No, but it got pretty crazy for the first few, but after that it's kind of calmed down a little bit, admittedly, which is kind of surprising. I'm also actively avoiding to make sure she doesn't, I don't hear it in this menu here, because she's definitely says it a lot for sure. Ooh, Yonko, yes, that is what we love to see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Nope. Okay. No, oh, I almost clicked the wrong button. It's a good thing that I think none of her dialogue starts with Marvelous, so... God, could you imagine if any of her dialogue started with that? That would be a lot worse. We need to get her stamina. I almost picked the wrong button. Whoopsies. Okay. Alright. Be Gucci. We're Marvelous. We're Sundaying. Okay. And we are good. We are just barely good for 455. That is what we love to see. Alright, let's see how marvelous this training is going to be. This... Nope. I know she probably wasn't going to say anything, but... Okay. I'm not risking anything. I mean, I can read when it's coming in the dialogue. It's not coming here. As much as I'm not really that fluent in Japanese, I can read katakana and hiragana, so like I can see when the characters are coming. Like for instance, there. Nope. Nope. No thank you. I kinda need to do this one. Well, not really, but oh that wait, you said that was a weight training. Why are you saying that shit? Okay, 17. Okay. Ooh, that's tempting. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Ooh, yeah, sure, we'll take that. Ah, shit. I was too slow on that. 18. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this cup of water by the time, and I usually don't finish this this big ass cup of water, but we might actually do that by the end of this run. Loaded speed versus double team level up. Wait, what did I miss? What did I miss with the I missed something crazy? Probably was too busy with other stuff. Oh man, this is not good. I'm not in a good position right now. In the summer? Oh, okay. I think yeah. That's yeah, it worked out. It did work out. Unfortunately, the other stats aren't really that great, and also, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's go. And then I'll do a data event. Because then I can use my maximum potential there. I was worried because if I did a date event there, that would have. Oh, she's so sad. Nah, for fuck's sake. No, she said ma. She said ma. She said ma. I didn't count it last time. I'm not gonna count it this time. Okay. Just gotta say the full word. Oh God, what is this? Oh no. Oh no, a new event. Oh God, do I read this? Yeah, let's just read it. All right. What the hell is she? Oh my God! This is from the pool to the mountains, and now she's in hell, and now she's back home. Uh-oh. Oh, is this a bad mood event? Oh wow, that's I did not expect that actually. It's kind of funny. It's the exact opposite of some of the characters like Aruvu, where it's just like she's just always negative, so it's really hard to tell when she's like, you know, like in a positive mood. Whereas here it's the opposite effect, where it's like she's always so happy and smiley that it's kind of hard to tell when she's like when it suddenly goes down to like a mood down. Her ribbon got dirty, then mood down. Oh, is that what that is? Okay, that's understandable. Have a good day. That ribbon is again, I don't, right? You see how she ties her ribbon like around her head like that. I'm like, that seems very restrictive, but you know, I guess that is a choice. Don't really love any of my options. Also, I'm surprised that she didn't say marvelous in any of that. I mean, I'm sure she did if you actually read it, which I wasn't really reading it too hard, but I'm surprised she didn't actually say it. Turns out there are miracles. Oh, we got ass. We got ass. This is an ass training, everybody. I love when I have my ass training. Yeah, we'll take Ote. Nice ass training. Let's keep the. Do we keep the ass? I think we should keep the ass. Yeah. Okay, that's number. Oh god, is this 18 or 19? Oh fuck, I lost count. I think it's 18. Okay, well, there we go. Well, it's gonna be 19 soon, or 20. 19 or 20. I think it's 18, so this would be 19. Alright, we are getting close to 20 with the ass. My feed is suddenly full of Japanese Derby Ines. We love to see it. We love to see more Ines fan art. Did she say Marv was there? I think she did. I wasn't listening. She wasn't listening. I think she might have said it. I'm gonna say yes, whatever, 20. Okay, here we go. Oh god, okay. That was way too many sips of water at once. I need to do dreams. But that is absolute. Also, man, let me tell you, artists are crazy. Some artists are crazy with how fast they release art. Like you see like an announcement of like a new character, or like an announcement of like a new outfit or something, and like within like an hour, or not even an, yeah, within an hour, because this would have came out an hour ago. Like it's immediately like you got all this art, and it's like, good lord, you people are fast. But also, thank you so much. Bless with the Ines. We love to see it. Oh, what am I doing? I need to do dreams. Okay. Okay, I definitely need to catch up on everything that isn't speed over here, so let's get that going. Alright, we're at 20, from what I know. We got 20 Marvelouses so far. We're about to approach senior year. Wow. We're about to approach senior year. And let's see how much more the count goes up with this last trainings. I don't know why I'm so burpy. I think this might be the boba I had earlier, so I don't think this is the water. Maybe the water might be contributing to it, but I don't think so. I fucking love this cutscene whenever Red Desire is in it. You just see her like praising the freaking praising the Amazake. It's like, oh yes, this is the holy drink. Ah yes. I love Desire. Okay. Nope. Okay. Thank you, Air Groove, for saving me from the Marvelous. So far, at least. Ooh, that's spicy. What do we say? We say that word. Really wish, well... Wait, how many date events do I have? Stuff 2. Fucker. 21. Nah, I knew there was a risk. I knew there was a risk of her saying the word when I was in that menu, but I had to check, so that was 21. Okay. I have 2 date events left, so let me think. Let me go for this one. Okay, we got Aruvu. What is the word of the day? I wonder. What is the word? Wait, what percentage of fail was that? That was single digits. That was a 5% chance of failing. How in the world did that happen? Gosh, dang it. Shaking my head. This is... I guess this is what I get for not doing the date event, but also, really? Okay, there we go. don't think we're getting 858, but that's okay. We don't need that. That's overrated anyway. I do need to catch up on stamina, but also that is by far the lowest skill point count. But at this point in the game, I need to catch up on my stats, so we're gonna go this one. And my game almost froze there for a second. Nice. Oh god, does she say it here? I forgot. I don't remember if she says it during her inheritance event. Let's see. She does. 22. Nope. We are not gonna. We do not need to hear from you. Okay. Well, that's very good actually. That's very excellent. Most excellent. Okay, I still got one more date event I need to do, and I think I got both of my dreams training, so I just need to plan accordingly. Okay. Really wish these were stick together instead of being separate, but you know, that's just life. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll do my last date event here, and that works out actually kind of well. Yeah, date event and then dreams. Yeah. Oh, date event, right. Oh, thank you for not saying it. Okay. Oh, what the heck? What in the world are you doing, Marvelous? Oh man, you know what? Actually, more than anything, the that's not good either. God, I think I'm gonna be 1 point short of the desired results, but that's fine. Alrighty. Actually, hold on, let me think. Yeah, let me actually go for that. That might be better long term. Okay, we're still at 22, as far as I remember. That's 23, okay. Yep, there she is. That's 24. Well, I know this much. We're definitely going to get at least one more, because she's going to say it after her Breeders' Cup race. So, guaranteed we're having at least 25. Now, whether there's going to be more between that is to be seen, but I think it's definitely going to be the case. So, let me tell you, this is not the drinking game that you want to be playing. I think we tested that in real time. We've proven this is not a good idea for a drinking game. Otherwise, well, it is if you want to die, but I assume people don't want to. Probably people want to live after playing games. So unless you're playing like Squid Games or something. I still haven't watched that, by the way. I don't know. It didn't really seem like something that was appealing to me per se. Even though, you know, as a Korean, I feel like I gotta rep all of my the Korean media out there. But oh, I almost accidentally did it. I'm not gonna force myself to watch something, especially since there's so much anime that I still have on my list that I haven't even gotten to yet. So yeah, I love my liver. Yeah, I know, right? Also, if you value your if you value your internal organs, then yeah, maybe don't play this game. Oh man, okay, dreams. I think hopefully we should be clear, I hope. Me hopes. Mihono bourbon, but speaking of liver, bourbon. Ah. I'm going insane. Not because of the water, just in general. Maybe it is the water. Maybe. This is what happens when you drink too much water. Maybe. No, there's no way. Man, that's not good. Okay. Oh man, the speed is still honestly not that good. So let me get that. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's decent enough. I'll take that. I still need to do two non-dreams trainings, and actually that's down to one now. Okay. I guess this is one of them. Mm-hmm. 130. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this is not going to be a high score, I think, by any means, which honestly is a good thing, low-key. That was a little bit of a worry in my head that what if this actually does end up being like my highest ranked Uma? That would be kind of hilarious, but also no thank you. Alright. And there's digital freaking out as always, or gooning out as always. Okay. And then use my last training here. This is not as bad as raising Bakshin while Bakshin Anthem is playing in the background this whole time. Man, imagine if you do a game out of that. Take a shot every time you hear the word Bakshin. That actually would get you killed. Even if you were drinking water, probably. Like, actually, low-key. Nope. Oh, we're in Del Mar. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Alright, get ready for drink number 25, everyone. Is she in her, she is in her own race, yeah, because nobody races the BC turf from the Link characters. Alright, 25. Hold on, that second place character looked a lot like Burno Light. Hold on, can I pull that? Yeah, hold on. That character looks low-key a lot like Burno Light. Is that just me? I was like, oh shoot, that actually is kind of similar hairstyle, kind of similar the white part there. That's kind of interesting. Huh. It's Burno Light's alternate reality form in America. Yeah, you see it? Okay, it's not just me. Good. I'm not going crazy from the excessive water drinking. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think there's any more. I don't think there's any more spoken lyrics words, so I think we should be good. So we've ended the final count at 25, which actually low-key is a little bit less than I thought it was going to be, but given that I've actively avoided trying to listen to her as much as possible, that's still a really high amount. So I feel like if you put the stipulation that you have to listen to all of her dialogue throughout the story, like whatever shit that she says during the trainings and stuff, it probably might balloon up to like 30, 40, maybe even 50. So having said that, yeah, 0 out of 10 would not recommend as a drinking game. As a hydration game, it actually, well, who's to say, but I still have water in my cup for what it's worth, so there's that. I didn't drink everything. Whoops. Kinda Burno has short hair. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you see what I'm saying, right? It's just like it kind of gave off the vibes. It's not exact, obviously, but I definitely see a lot of resemblances in it for sure. Burno did go to America to become a trainer, and that is true, and that's also spoilers, but no, I'm not gonna, it's all good. No, I'm not gonna rag you on that. That is true. What a time to be. That is funny, because, seeing the roster, and I don't want to discuss it too much, because, again, it is kind of spoilers, for people that haven't read the because I know there are translations out there of the Cinderella Grey manga to completion, but those are mostly, the later chapters are kind of low-key, not great quality translations, so I haven't even read those yet. But I have seen the screenshot, I have seen the final few pages of, like the Oguri Cap in the cafeteria. I've seen Kitahara with his team, which I thought was kind of fun, seeing the Umas in his team. One of which is our beloved, the Tom, the actual is literally just male and is a sprinter. I will leave it up to you to parse out the hints to figure out who that is, but that was kind of fun. Also, I think I got a lot of skills, but nothing. I'm just giving her all the random ass shit here. All the other randoms. Okay, that should be enough. We'll see how this ended up being. If I look at the rating, or if I look at the stats, not great. I think this might be like low UA maybe? Yeah, low UA, just because I think that the guts is above 1200. The speed is not... Is that max speed? I don't know. I don't think so, so... Did not end up being a high score for today, but... That is okay. Oh wait, she might say it here. She might say it in this last screen. Let's brace for impact. Not over just yet. That's number 26. And I also forgot, she does say... They do say stuff in the final screen here as well, so... Shoot, that might also be the case. We might get number 27. Oh yeah, I lost her mind when I saw her, and the other her. Seeing those two side by side in one panel is crazy. I don't remember which other her you're talking... Wait. For some reason, I can only remember the literally male sprinter. I don't know the other one you're talking about, maybe? Hold on. Compile my memory banks. I don't know, well, yeah. Just give me a few more hints, maybe I'll parse it out. Oh, yep, first place by a mile. That's number 27. Let's say she wants to be the principal. Oh, yeah, okay, now I know what you're talking about. Now I know who you're talking about. That is true, yeah, that was crazy seeing her as well. It's kind of fun seeing the I wonder what the whole motivation was for those specific cast of characters. I'm sure there had to have been some connection with all of those. Whether they like share the same trainer or share the same like jockey or whatever. 'Cause I'm sure there might have been something like that, but same jockey, yeah, that's probably what it was. Okay. No, there's Vivalos. Did I level up in I did. I think having Marvelous there helped with my my archive ranking. There we go. Thank you. I love getting 100 carat jewels. I love getting jewels thrown at me and given to me in all sorts of forms. Okay. Give me. Oh, hey, it's Ramonu. Okay. Goodbye. Can I? Oh, do I still not have enough? Really? That's crazy. I still don't even have enough for level 6, and then level 7 is it's a ways away, but there we go, Teo. And yes, I already have special week to level 7, so we're good there. Isn't Suzuka supposed to be next? How slow are they going to be releasing this? Not that I'm really in a rush to get these level 7s for the characters, but like... Oof, right? Like, it's a slow drip feed in getting the resources that needed. I mean, the events... I mean, they've been giving them out pretty... They've been slowly increasing the ways that you can get them. Like, for example, you can get one, like, here. Like, by doing a run every day. Obviously, they added them in the rewards for the... Oh, look at that. I'm actually very close to getting all the rewards already. How many days are left for this event? We're only, like, 2 days in? This is only the second day of the event, right? Like, we're still, like... Maybe like a week until the event ends, so... We have 14 days until this event ends? Brother, I'm gonna get like 5 million event points. Jesus H. Christ. Okay. I'm in no... Okay. I wish that was the case in the English version. Man, it's just like, that's also, yeah, look at all the characters I have. I got those guys, I got these guys, and then I got the Mejiros. Yay. Oh, there we go, and by doing that, I got all the event rewards. Easy. Easy. Never a doubt. Let's put that back. Okay. Same job gets all Villos. Yeah, so far every 2 months. That is a slow-ass pace. We got a lot of characters, and if we're going that pace, it's gonna take forever. But honestly, that's probably fine. Okay. Get the spinner out again. Great, thank you. I love getting random ass stuff. I guess, yeah, okay, I guess the bingo also. How many cards is it available for? 13? I mean, you only get one, right? So that's a slow drip if I've ever seen one. Hey, Buena. Okay. Until 15th of June. Yeah, that's insane. Events don't usually go that long, right? I feel like events usually are like week and a half. Usually, they're not usually like 2 weeks, or maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. Anyway, already 2 million because of parent farming. Yeah, I mean, I was farming for fans for my circle, so I was already, as you saw, I already got all the rewards and stuff, like both in terms of like the number of points and the missions here. I've already gotten everything, so it's whoopsies, didn't mean to do that. Okay, but with that, I think got ourselves some Marvelouses. We got 27 Marvelouses in total, so hope everybody have a good time with that. But with that, I think we'll sign off for today. As I said, I don't want to go too long. I want to keep my throat in not terrible condition, so let's go just chat in and sign off for today. Thanks everybody for joining. I think initial runs so far are pretty optimistic, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we do for the next few weeks as I continue to prepare for this. TBD on whenever they announce the track for the off-Kai thing, so whenever that happens, I'll guess I'll focus on that maybe, but hopefully more trainings for the JP side. As for tomorrow, here's the thing, I don't know, it may be not. I don't know if it's the greatest idea to do a stream tomorrow, considering initially when this stream started, my throat definitely was not feeling the best, but now it's fine. So maybe it's just I need to warm up and just kind of have it all good. So let's just say there will probably be a stream tomorrow, but I don't. And I know I mentioned yesterday, I think Forza Horizon was the thing I was thinking about, but I don't know if I want to jump into that just yet, or like I don't know if I want to commit $70 for a game that I'm only going to be streaming once and maybe touching a few times off stream. So we'll see what other games I have in my library to kind of play through. Maybe I might even do the last Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 that I didn't even finish that last time. And maybe we can do that as a really short stream. Having said that, I'll announce it when I announce it, so look forward to that. But as always, this has been Sheen on the Penguin. Thanks all for watching. Have a good rest of your Saturday night, or whatever daytime may be. And hope to catch you on the next one. Till then, see ya. Goodbye.